due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level.
Yeah.
Ladies and
Same.
gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game. Let me make sure everything works. Yes. Oh my
Everything's
god.
working?
Every
Oh,
sound is
Tinsel.
working except on TikTok because it's not a game if I don't fuck up TikTok sound in the beginning.
Sounds like a
TikTok
TikTok
can
problem.
mildly suck my ass.
This
Yeah.
show is brought to you by
Hove's ass, apparently. All right, folks. Hi. Welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we do stupid stuff and you get to watch. And sometimes we think we're funny, but you tell us we're not. It's very, very bad relationship, and we really need to talk to you about it. So sit down if you have 3 or 4 hours. That was all a lie. We're gonna play Vampire the Masquerade and stuff. Anyway, hi guys. Hope everyone's doing all right. Hope everyone's had a good time. All these people are actually here at one time, so we're gonna celebrate because my serotonin is going through the roof. We are playing. Actually, we're not playing Vampire the Masquerade. We're playing World of Darkness.
We're playing
20th
everything
Anniversary
but
Edition.
Vampire.
We're literally everything but vampire.
Yeah, but people who no hardly anyone refers to it as the World of Darkness. Everyone, even if you're playing Werewolf, what are you playing? Vampire.
Everything but vampire, wraith, and demon. There we go.
Demon got that last time.
Yep. And
Yeah, we got demons. We got demons. That's so
I
hard to
want to
watch.
play it so bad because the Fallen are so cool.
what about the Curseborn game though?
Kickstarter starts in October. Kickstarter's in October.
I love it how they did all that fucking promo and it was for the Kickstarter.
Actually, the ARG for that started in 2021, and people don't actually realize that.
Yeah. Oh no, I get it.
Yes,
I totally
moths.
get it.
My moths for months. Y'all had to deal with that for months.
Oh yeah. I didn't know whether you were gonna laugh about that, if you were gonna just tell me to go to hell.
I actually have the Ashcan version of it, so
That's cool. That's wonderful.
yo.
So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, there is a game that's being developed by which game is it? Is it Renegade?
Onyx Path
Path.
Publishing.
Onyx Path Publishing. That's one of the many publishers who actually publish World of Darkness content, and it's called Curseborn, and they've been making a huge deal out of it for since last Gen Con. Not the one that just happened the year before that. And so Em has been just like, anytime Em sees anything about Curseborn on the net, she spends the next week going to us, they said something! They said something! Yes, they said the word fucking Curseborn on the screen, Em. That's all they said. But it's
I was listening to podcasts and everything for like months. So that was the Kickstarter starts in October. I'm excited. It kind of has all of like the splats mixed into one game because, fun fact, Onyx Path Publishing can't really produce any World of Darkness or Chronicles of Darkness products anymore.
What happened?
They lost the license.
Then are they the ones who did the 20th anniversary stuff?
I think they could still publish the 20th, but they cannot publish any more Chronicles of Darkness stuff.
Huh. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We
That's good to
could
know.
still play 20th edition if we wanted to, technically. Yeah. But yeah. So what we're doing tonight is, as Em just said, or I just said, we're playing the 20th anniversary edition of all these games, except for Vampire, because we don't have a current Vampire player in our.
We don't have
mix.
a vampire right now.
Yes, we don't have Vampire right now, but we do have a werewolf, a Mowgli, a she, a hermetic mage, and a hunter. You're fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
Bay's taking a nap. Bay's fine.
The two wares did not just encounter one of the most horrifically powerful creatures in the World of Darkness world. Oh, we lost strength.
Oh no.
No.
Oh wait, now there's two me's. Now there's Sphinx back.
Ah.
Now I gotta fix everyone on cameras.
Sorry.
It's all right. Hey, you know what?
Screen froze.
I will count us lucky that is what's happened so far, and I'm always ready for the madness because it will always come.
Oh, I get to
We're
be
so
Empress.
good at it.
Ha!
I know. I was just looking over and it's only Sphinx and Diamond.
Oh
Sphinx, you get to be Bay.
yeah, Sphinx is big now.
So
Sweet.
Sphinx, you have a bag. Sphinx, I need to tell you what you have for equipment. You have a big duffel bag, and if you can think of the name of the gun, it's in there.
If it violates the Geneva Convention,
It's probably
probably-
in
I like this.
there.
Oh
I'm-
right, I did get my. Holly's back. Holly fixed
Mhm.
my apartment.
Yep, Holly
I
repaired.
was
your
about to say
apartment.
half of the duffel bags caught.
Holly's
this.
back.
Yeah. Holly came back.
Yeah.
At the end of
Mhm.
well, not the end, and Diamond's one shot for Bay. Holly
It was
came
so
back.
good.
Yay!
It was definitely an interesting time to be had because Bay found out some stuff, and it's going to be wonderful to see how that goes over.
Bay's
Ooh.
taking a nap. Bay's
know,
fine. Bay
I
hasn't
know.
slept in so long.
And they're only
deserves a
they're
nap,
only a
probably.
person.
If anyone interrupts Bay's nap, they're gonna be the next person I rip in half. Speaking of ripped in half, how did that boogeyman turn out? Right?
Oh, he's fine.
I know, but like, come on.
The new body.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
know where it is.
The new body
No,
is
but
fine.
the new body.
That's
where
my
is-
point.
Oh
how's
no, the old
previous
body's
body
just
doing?
laying there in chunky pieces.
Mhm.
Nah, I ate it.
I know. I was gonna say, why are you asking me? Ask our Mowgli to see if they have an upset stomach or not.
How far down the digestive tract are we?
Right.
So let me go ahead and let these wonderful people say hello to you all and tell you who they're going to be playing this evening. Let's go ahead and let me see who we're going to start with. Let's start out with the she noble themselves, Lady Rosaline, Starshard Stories. Starshard, how are
Hi.
you doing?
I'm good. I have been gone for a little bit. I'm back. Hi.
Hi, welcome back. We
Yes,
wish you,
I
we
was-
wish you had been gone because you got to go to Hawaii, but that wasn't the
No,
case.
that's not what happened.
I know.
I was performing my civil duty. I was on jury duty. I didn't serve. It was great. But I'm doing fine.
Anyways, we're all fine. Thank you. And who are you playing tonight?
Countess Rosaline, a she noble from House Islanded. And I'm not laundry listing her name of titles. It's too long.
Yeah, it's very long, and it sounds very, 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 very wonderful, but it would take a while. So, thank you very much, Starshard, and we're going to move around the circle, going in a counterclockwise motion. Please keep your hands and arms in the cart at all times. Let's say hi to Diamond. Diamond, hello, how are
Hi.
you doing?
Hi. Hello.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I heard my name randomly and I was worried for a second.
I just wanted to give you a chance to say hi to everybody and tell everyone who you're playing this evening.
Oh, hi. I'm Diamond. I'm gonna be playing Bay, the very human hunter who's gay with a death wish, who had accidentally gave the Roomba a personality, and now the Roomba's very conflicted with that personality because it's also Bay's personality, and Bay's personality is a little fucked. But it's fine. We went and got coffee in my one shot. A construction worker tried to hit on Bay, and Bay's very gay. Jorge, who has no gaydar.
Jorge,
Nothing else happened totally
Nothing.
at all, and that was
Nothing.
nothing else.
Nothing.
Nothing
And
else.
if you want to find out how boring that episode was, you can go check it out in the VOD on our YouTube. It was so dull. We just sat around and had coffee and chit chatted the entire time in character. That was it. That was all.
Yeah,
That was all.
totally. Goodly. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Thank you so much, Diamond. And next, going around the circle, we have Sphinx Akasha. Yes, you. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm doing all right. It's a good time. It's a great time. It's a me time. I am Sphinx Akasha, the champion of bards. For now, I guess.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, my title is now under challenge. But for the time being, I am still the champion
By
of
two
bards.
people who are in this room.
For two of those challenges are in this call. But I am today playing Emrys Grant, the owner of the tea and bookshop known as the Couch and Quill, as well as the group's Mage and Merlin Reincarnate. I missed something. Did it? And Possessor of Excalibur. Finally.
Okay, yeah, chat went off. So. Thank you so much. Streets.
I feel like something happened that I missed.
It's just like what happened to me on Elon's Hellscape earlier.
Yeah.
Just don't know what's happening at all. Speaking of people don't know what's happening, hey, Fountain Pen Femme. I love how I got you when you're just looking around.
Sorry, my dog was barking and she's shush. Yes, don't be a stereotype.
Don't be
a stereotype. Come here. You're so
Be that
fly.
stereotype. Be the stereotype you want to
Don't
see
be
in the
the
world.
stereotype. You're not supposed to be in this building.
You're not supposed to be in this building?
Nope, there's no dogs allowed.
Oh, well, you can just tell
It's
them it's a
fine.
rat.
It's fine. She's exactly. Look at her. What's she gonna do?
What's she gonna do?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So, Milagros, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm feeling great. It was my birthday on Sunday. Do not on Twitch. Do not embarrass me. Yeah, it's great. I turned 25. Yippee! We made it. And yeah, I am playing Pandora, our Black Fury werewolf.
3,
Also
1,
known as the Blender.
2,
Oh,
3.
hang on a second.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh wait, I have to
to you. Happy birthday, dear Sweet. Happy birthday
It's all of us singing happy birthday that
Yeah.
the world's worst rendition of Happy Birthday ever sung.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
Now you
Welcome
may
to being an
continue.
old person.
Now you may
Yeah.
continue, Milagros.
I mean, yeah, no, like I'm the Blender. Finally got to use some of my fun gifts that I've been waiting for, waiting to use for a while. And Pandora is also especially happy because she got to show her worth in a fight to the royalty that's used with.
You were also forgetting about the time you ran directly into a silver bullet firing machine gun
But
and ripped it
Fia
out of
wasn't
its
there.
mounting.
Fia
Fia
wasn't
wasn't
there.
Okay, Fia wasn't there.
So this was we gotta show off.
Yeah, you gotta show off a little bit.
Yeah,
So
for
it
the
doesn't
captain.
count, even though you were saving my life at the time.
Oh no, it counts. It just didn't count as a way to show off to the captain who hadn't come yet.
I gotcha. All right.
Yes.
Excellent.
No, that was no one is allowed to get near Emery's again. They're getting eaten. Like there's no fucking way. Part of the ship, part of the crew, and he's Daisy's Merlin, and also, emotional support mage. So
Emotional support mage.
Hey.
Excellent. So, thank you so much, Milagros. And finally, we have the newest member of the cast. We have the Mowgli, the captain, Fia McCra. I'm not even gonna try.
Premiering.
Fia.
yeah, Tamirin.
Being played by Selkie Cove. Cove, how are you doing?
I am doing.
Oh,
I am very grateful for all of the projects I'm getting to be a part of this month. I am so ready for September to be over. I'm so tired, but in the best way. It's all right.
I literally DM Cove and said, "Hey, Cove," and they're like, "I can't do anything." I was like, "No, I just want to see if you're okay for the game." Okay, oh, it's all right.
It's just panic mode entirely engaged. And apparently this month is the month that everyone's like, reach out for project. I'm like, yes. My death awaits.
Death
But-
first.
sorry. I might have to go. I'll come back. But like I might have to like take a brief, respite, But yeah, so other than that, I have a lot of projects lined up for October. And the reason I bring that up right now is because some of them involve this game. You guys don't know it yet. Don't worry about that.
Afraid?
Yes.
Okay.
But I get to play Fiacra Mirin. Fiacra's only title is Captain. That's all he is. And Fia is, Macaulay. He is peaceful. Not harmless.
No.
There's a difference. But he is very peaceful. He is a diplomat through and through. Words first. Eating second.
Eating second. Depending on how hungry they are, of course. We do not fault some people for their natural dietary proclivities.
Uh-huh.
By the way, we have a lend a hand that's going to Cove, and we have a hydrate that goes to everybody, but they wanted directed at Cove apparently.
Directed, being targeted by water. But I'm not drinking water. I'm drinking red.
Fucking love Arizona.
Also, I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Split before. But I feel like the Neurospicy group is the best group for this. First of all, it has 20 grams of protein.
Not bad.
Second of all, it just tastes like chocolate milk. You're just drinking chocolate milk. Third of all, it is caffeinated. It is caffeinated, proteined chocolate milk. I have huge issues with caffeine. I have big issues with caffeine. I have to be very careful about how much I drink. This is okay for me. The reason I spill that is because some people might also have issues with caffeine. You could probably consume this unless you can't have any caffeine, and then please don't consume this. I'm not sponsored.
Not sponsored. You should be, because you pitched the shit out of that.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Thank you so much, Go. So we left off in a very odd situation. We actually split the party. We split the party so fucking much that we had to do 3 separate games for 3 separate groups. The first group we got to run through was Emery's and Rose and what's his name? Basalt. And Basalt, who is Fia's first mate, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, first mate, who went with them to go back to Rose's actual freehold because they are attempting to work some big fucking magic on an item that may be able to breach dimensional divides. Yes.
Not first mate, second mate.
Second mate, sorry. I thought the first mate for some reason. I thought I was wrong, but I couldn't remember what his actual station was, so.
You're all good.
I don't have the book you wrote open, so. But yeah, so, and they went back to Cove's Freehold, where they had some very interesting discussions and encounters, especially with a certain dragon dog, and that was kind of rough. And
my son.
Yeah. And so your son, who wasn't judging you, but may have been judging you a little, but and then we ran a game that had Fia and the Blender going to find someone who was apparently killing wares. They tracked down this individual and ended up having an encounter with one of the iconic legendary bad guys in the World of Darkness, and that's Samuel Haight, who is an abomination. He is also what they call a skinwalker, because he was never born a werewolf, but there is a horrific ritual that lets you become one if you're kinfolk, and you have to skin. Was it 9? No, I think it's 9. You have to skin 9 separate wares and then do a ritual to make yourself a werewolf, and you have to skin the ones of the auspice you want to become. Yes.
I'm very heartbroken to announce that we did canonically give him a fat ass.
We did.
We did in this timeline, or at least the last body he had. I don't know if
Yes.
every body he has a fat ass, but the one that
That's
we
the
did
one
just-
thing.
The one, yeah, no, literally, that's the one trait he has kept through all
So
of this.
he's no
transformation.
longer an ashtray right now.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I checked. He was the ashtray guy. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
He's
Interesting.
He's loose.
He's
No.
loose.
Also,
I did skin him back.
What?
I
Sent
did
it back
skin
for
him
Luke.
back.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And ate him.
Yeah.
That is important
That
information.
is very important information. However, Mr. Hate, the combat with Mr. Hate proved the old idiom when it comes to playing werewolves in the World of Darkness system. They who go first kick the ass. Because from the very moment that the fight started, he was on defense because he went last. It was just, that was a very bad initiative roll.
Yikes.
So yeah, it was a boot
You mean
stomping.
you mean the werewolf vampire mage creature thing didn't win?
No.
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 He actually didn't even manage to damage either of us that much.
I
Like,
think he damaged
we were
Theo
both
once.
we were both bruised
Yeah.
by the end of it, and he
Yeah.
like multiple times was like maimed, kind of got back crippled,
That's the
kind of
problem.
got some
Once they
back.
started beating the shit out of him, he had to start spending all his resources just to stay fucking alive.
That was so
Milagros,
good.
would you like to tell everyone what your dice pool was for damage once?
22, and I got 13 successes, and I was able to use two different gifts I have in tandem with each other. One is Visceral Agony, which causes double dice pool penalties without causing pain. It just cuts the dice pool further. And then another one I called Heart Claw that does every single turn does unsoakable lethal damage. And also I'm fireproof, so when he decided to pull some mage stuff and explode, that also didn't do anything.
I basically made him use forces and some of the
He
circles.
cast Fireball,
Yeah,
and it
but
didn't work.
basically he did summon Thunderstep, but instead he left a fireball behind instead of
Yeah.
just a booming noise bang.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it turns out. The funny thing is, I don't think you remember this until you went into the fight that you were fireproof.
I didn't remember until it came up, and
Yeah.
I was like checking, like, oh, how much damage is this gonna do? And I was like, wait. And the thing is, it was one of the like rank 1 gifts that I took in like creating the character, and like honestly, crack cocaine. That feeling of realizing that something you put in your character is like, oh, whatever, becomes relevant so far down. Oh,
It was so fucking cool. It
I
was so
love
brilliant to witness.
RPGs.
Yeah. It's one of those scenes that you love to run as a GM because you just see the character go, oh, I did that.
It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah. My wife did something similar. She was playing an orc, half-orc cleric, and we were playing Strahd, and we were getting killed by Baba Yaga's house, or their version of Baba Yaga. And she was the last one standing, and she got nailed. And she was a life cleric. And then she remembered that she had, Orcus Resistance or whatever, Resilience, where they go down to 1 hit point instead of 0. And then she went next, and she popped that life cleric feat where they can heal X number of people up to half life. And so she brought up like everyone else.
Team Res.
Yeah.
That's so good.
It was fucking clutch. And we were just like, oh, thank God.
Oh yeah, no, Cove
the-
also absolutely killed it. Yeah.
Oh God, yes. Well, number one, we got to give you an idea of the Mowgli. Oh, thank you so much for following. Why isn't my notifications going off? Probably because I'm talking too loud. But one of the things that Fia did before this fight was they got into a bad mood and literally summoned a typhoon onto Seattle on a clear day.
Oh yeah, that's currently happening. My apologies.
Yeah, the whole thing with the Fia controls the weather. Excellent.
That's good to know. It's good to know for later.
And then, of course, we had the solo one-on-one game with Madness Diamond playing Bay, where things happened with stuff, and maybe they met a devil, and maybe he owns a coffee shop in Seattle. And
Competition?
oh no, it's coffee shop.
Coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
I accept that.
Yeah. This is one of those places that serves the really insanely dark roasted Cuban espressos that will fuck you up.
Yeah. I've heard about that.
What did he make you guys drink? It was something like 4 of those shots in 1 cup.
It was 3 double pulls of espresso.
Oh yeah. And yeah, and they got it on the house.
I thought I paid for it. I paid
Yep.
for it.
But yeah, so Bay got to have a little adventure. She got to find out that there are definitely other factions that are watching what is happening, and for the most part, seem to be staying out of it. But
Okay.
Faye made, I guess, a connection because no one got into any fight. There was no violence had. Faye made another hedge mage, and so there was a bunch of. They work the counter at the coffee shop. They hate everyone.
Okay.
Except Bay.
Yep.
Except Bay.
Well, because Bay activated their hyper focus, and then they just went. Blah, 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 blah.
They got their number. So
So, but yes. So now we're at a point where Bay is finally, after all the chaos they went through, finally getting rest because Bay is human and needs to sleep and hasn't slept in like 2 days. You went back to the couch and quill to crash, didn't you? Or did you go to
nope,
Margaret's?
I went back to Pandora's apartment.
Yeah, that's how we. Oh yes, and they had a run-in with an old friend, Holly. Holly is.
The Roomba.
What is Holly? A Roomba.
The Roomba.
Ollie.
I pack bonded with on accident.
Yeah, Holly is an entity created to run all the magical shenanigans in a very powerful mage's horizon realm, which means it's
Basically
not
a sentient magical AI.
pretty much that was based off of his ex. And when Bay went into that realm, she was the only mortal who's ever gone into that realm, and the AI kind of latched on to Bay because Bay was the only one there without what they call an awakened avatar. All supernaturals in the world of darkness have an awakened avatar, except for vampires who have a dead avatar. But that just meant that Bay was pretty much a way out. And so they bonded with Bay, and ever since then, they've been kind of drifting around on the outskirts until they manifested an actual physical body in the real world after the technocracy tried to force them to work for them inside that Horizon realm. They actually fled the Horizon realm, so they created temporarily a body for themselves while they tried to lobby Bay to let them merge with them and become their avatar. But that hasn't happened, and since then, Holly kind of disappeared after some very interesting incidents happened inside the Couch and Quill, and Holly just kind of like hasn't been seen since until now.
Yep.
So
Holly left again. So
yeah, and then Holly left again.
Holly left again.
But so what we're going to do is we're going to start out with the people who have been away the longest, because you guys when you finished with Hate's body and the snack, where were you two headed? Fia and Pandora.
We
Yeah, you hadn't even made a decision yet. We kind of
We didn't have a plan yet.
You just-
No, that's good. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that. I wanted to make sure I was right about that because like I said, I listened to the shows earlier today just to make sure, and I want to make sure I was right about that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Emery's, and we're going to go to Rose first, because you're still at your actual abode.
Yes.
You just sent Tuck to put on clothes.
Yes.
And
Because he's naked like always for some fucking reason.
First sentence.
why does Tuck have to answer to you guys for how he feels comfortable?
He literally has to answer to
No,
her.
that's what he's saying. Why does he have to answer to you guys? Everyone gives him shit when he walks around naked.
I mean, you don't have to. Emerson is like, you don't have to answer to me. You don't work for me.
He just points at Rose.
Yeah, I know. Then pats Rose on the shoulder. Love you, buddy.
And he's
Love
just like,
you too.
so yeah, he left enough. You guys were in what we call the basement of Rose's freehold. It's actually think of an old oubliette style dungeon looking area, but instead of being really nasty and dire, it's kind of been turned into almost like a room-ish type situation. Oddly enough, there's a giant 4-poster bed down there, but there's also like a very large open-fronted hearth, which has the balefire, which powers the entire realm in that. And the balefire is a magical fire that keeps changelings able to be changelings. It's kind of like manifesting creativity into something that then the Fae can bask in the light of, and it helps keep them in their changeling state instead of just losing all that and becoming nothing but immortal.
Yeah.
And I know that you were intending to bask in that for a bit, Rose, because you had burned quite a bit of glamour. And
I burned a lot.
yeah. And I know that that Emery's, you had burnt a lot of quintessence as well.
I believe so. Yeah.
And willpower.
Yeah. Yep. So having a rest is a good plan.
Yeah. So.
And also, Val is there too.
Mm-hmm.
Val came with us.
Yep.
And Basalt.
And Basalt's there too. Yeah.
And Basalt.
Watching him. He's not doing anything bad. He's been very good.
It's fine. I was just like, you better be, because I left him with you guys.
Yeah.
Everything's cool, man. Everything's cool.
Everything is.
We didn't
Great.
break your second mate at all. No.
Actually, we didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We didn't almost destroy reality. It's fine.
it's fine. Everything is fine. We didn't get lectured by a dragon dog. No.
Rose didn't yell at her child at all.
No, no. Rose didn't
Yeah,
actually get to have
its
a
own
conversation
thing.
with her child.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Rose didn't find out more about the Hag's Eye.
Oh boy. Right. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So, you guys, Rose, I'm assuming you're going to stay down here by the balefire.
Yep.
Emery's. Yes, we're playing Old World of Darkness. We're playing the 20th anniversary edition, which is basically where they just brought the meta up to current and kind of ignored Gehenna, like it never happened. But anyway, as you're sitting at the balefire, and you're kind of like just letting the magic wash over you, Emery's, what was your intent? I don't think you actually got sleep because Val made you sleep.
Yeah, Val made me sleep. So, yeah,
Rose needs to sleep.
probably needs to, like, is very much like hungry, thirsty, will likely go up to like the kitchen area
Mhm.
with Val and like get something to eat and some tea or something.
Got it. So yeah, and you know how the freehold works.
Yep.
The freehold is actually pretty much a giant, what they call chimera. Chimeras are these magical creations that are born out of either the imagination of the Fae themselves. In this case, this chimera has been around for a while, and it's part of the freehold. So whenever anyone takes over the freehold newly takes over the freehold, the chimera kind of resets for the new person. So when Rose took the freehold back, she basically, Rose Red should have reset, but the person who took Rose Red from her, who is now one of their partners, Rose Red didn't reset for him, and then when it came back to Rose Red didn't reset again. So Rose Red still has the same personality, memories, and everything like that. You go upstairs, and there is a brief period of like, because you go up in the rickety elevator. It's like an old 1920s pull door elevator with the little handle that you just turn it on and it goes, and you have to turn it off when you want to get off.
Sure, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you and Val, as you close the door of the elevator, and as you're walking in, and the elevator's doing that thing where it bounces up and down as you walk in, Val kind of looks at you and is like, "Couldn't we just climb this elevator shaft? Wouldn't it be safer?"
I mean, yes, there's that, but also,
Somehow
I mean,
you
look
feel
at how
like the
old and
elevator-
cool is this?
Somehow you feel the elevator, when Val says that, gets sad.
But listen, we have to do. I don't know if I explained this to you before. The house is kind of alive. Not kind of, it's alive. So we have to watch what we say about the house, because the house will take things personally. And the last time the house took something personally that someone said and or did, they ended up in an oubliette.
Several times.
Several times.
And the oubliette was even used as a safe room once.
Yeah.
Someone was also dropped in a pool.
Yo, yeah. From the oubliette, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that was straight oubliette pool.
So Val's like,
Indeed.
Val kind of like just reaches out and pets the control arm. It's like, "I'm sorry. I'm sure you're very functional, and I'm just nervous. I apologize. I haven't been in a freehold before."
Rose Red, this is my fiance Valerie Rose Red.
A rose materializes in midair and just like falls into Val's hand.
Oh.
And Val's like, "It means they like me, right?"
Yes, very much.
Good, because there's that whole story of the pricking of the thorn and the.
Yeah, no, but
I'm just making
it's
which fairy tale are we in right now? They're dangerous. A lot of them are dangerous.
we're in all of them, sweetie.
She literally just goes, "Shit."
This is the life we lead. We're in all of them.
Val's kind of just shakes her head and leans against the cage, and the elevator. You guys don't even hit the handle. The elevator starts going up, and Val's like, "That's good, right?"
Yes.
So as you get up into the upper area of the house, Em,
Yes.
you know how the house looked before? It was kind of like a
Very modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe what would have happened to your freehold had it been like infused with the purest glamour directly from?
I think I described this before,
I think you did.
actually. I said it was very Victorian-esque cottage,
Mhm.
very heavy, very nature heavy. All the furniture is probably recycled wood. Her art probably hanging everywhere. No technology for the most part. Sorry, we gotta have a refrigerator. that unfortunately. Most of it, there's no TV, there's no anything that's banal is not in the house.
Got it. So what do you have people do with stuff like phones and stuff like that?
Phones are fine, but she does have one of those a Fay box that you put your phones in.
Yeah, got it. Basically, it's a lead box.
Yeah.
All right. So
is that painting still in the house?
yes.
That banshee painting is still in the house.
Yes.
Okay.
It's where you left it. What did you hang it, or did you stick it?
No.
You stuck it in one of the cases, right? The art case, the framed case.
We left it. We just left it there.
Oh. Well, now it's hanging on the wall over the mantle in the den that's right off of the kitchen.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
You want to describe the painting?
So fun fact, it is Rose in a very fancy dress that she never got to wear. Thanks, Mark.
Oh, the things I know now, by the way.
Oh yeah, you got to meet Jonathan in person.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I know now that I can't talk about.
Was I gonna be more mad? Was I gonna be more mad? Yes or no?
Your safety does
Probably.
depend on this one.
You can't answer without
I
a
will
lawyer
say-
present.
I will say probably.
Ooh.
Sweet tea
It's
special.
in a ballroom. And at some point, it's her, like sheer perfection of her, and it's painted in Finn and Tuck's blood.
Right, that's right. It's their blood.
And at one time animated.
Yeah, at one time animated too. Yeah.
It sure did.
But
Rose.
that painting is hanging up there.
Did I go up there with them, or did I stay downstairs?
No, sorry. I was just saying, yeah, because you haven't been upstairs. I'm sorry. I was getting things out of order. You haven't been upstairs yet because you. No, yeah, you did come in the stairs.
Okay.
So yeah, you would have seen if you had gone through the kitchen or near the kitchen, and the elevator is right down the hallway off the kitchen. You basically would have seen it.
So Rose is gonna ask the house why that painting is hanging up.
You in your head, you just hear Rosebud going, "Why wouldn't I hang it up?"
That's the painting that kills Finn for the second time.
That's Finn and Tuck and you.
Is it banal?
No. It's chimerical.
That grabs her attention, and she's gonna go up the elevator and go upstairs.
Okay. So, Emery's, you guys get upstairs to the kitchen. What are you doing up there?
I'm making us all breakfast. Like
Are you
into
asking
making us
Rose for it? Or are you doing the whole thing of I want these materials that I'm going to cook?
I would like these materials, please. I'm going to cook.
Gotcha. Usual thing happens. You ask what you want. The fridge is one of those old-timey 1920s solid silver rounded edges refrigerators. And when you open it, everything is still in there. And there's those old-fashioned glass bottles of Coca-Cola that you have to pop the top
Nice.
from. But yeah, so you go in there and you just say what you want. If it's cold stuff, you just open the fridge. If it's seasoning, spices, something like that, you just open a cabinet and they're there. And then when you need them, you just look at the cabinets like underneath the counter, and all the dishes are there. So you go ahead and start cooking breakfast. Val starts just kind of absent, wandering around the house, just looking at everything because Val's never been here before. And so
Legit.
Val's like, she kind of comes, strolls by the kitchen, and she kind of looks at you and says, "Do you always feel like this good when you're here?"
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Why would you ever leave?
Well, because we're not changeling, and we may or may not have a certain level of banality to us that may or may not hurt the house.
Val's like, Okay, so we're mages. How do we get rid of banality? Because I want to live here now.
Do I come up
Yeah,
at
that's
this
when you
point?
come upstairs.
You can't. I can't stay here all the time.
It's like Val looks at you and she says, "What type of crap ass rules are those?"
It's just used as a magical source. The longer you stay here, the more that you don't differentiate reality from other things, and it's a thing called bedlam.
Yeah.
You know, everything has these rules, and 90% of the time, they're stupid.
Rose just stands there for a second, tilting her head. Do not ever say that to another changeling.
It's like, no, mages have the same stupid rules.
It's true, we do. They suck.
I mean, ours are more enforced by reality, and it doesn't like us. But I can tell you one thing: being here, I could cast anything I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it. That there is no reality here.
Actually,
Yeah.
Emery's, can you help me get a painting down from over the fireplace in the other room?
Sure. I guess.
It's that painting.
Rose, in your head, Rose says, "Miss, you shouldn't. That it needs to stay
On the wall?
It's part of the house, Miss.
I was just gonna take it down to look at it.
You can't."
Great.
What's if it's the painting that I think you're talking about, why is it here?
If you just go down, if you just go through the door, one of the doorways leading out of the kitchen into the study,
The den.
yeah, you can see over the fireplace. You didn't really notice it before because there's no lighting in here. It's just the light of the fireplace, and then you have to light a bunch of candles or lanterns. But above the fireplace, there is that painting that was done by the
Nafandi.
But in the Fondi, yeah.
And the one that he used Tuck and Finn's blood to paint.
Oh.
It's not banal.
It was very banal.
It was, but it's not now. It's chimerical.
How did that happen?
I'm thinking after it screamed,
And the
It
banshee
served-
came out.
it served its purpose, which means, oh shit, there's still a duplicate me running around.
Yes, miss.
Oh right, we never figured that out.
You told us not to let them in ever, so we haven't, but they still come by all the time.
Is she nearby currently?
I haven't sensed her since we moved. I should have said that. They came by the old location quite often.
Okay.
They
Okay.
never seem to have ill intent, but they always left when I asked them to.
Okay. Weirder and weirder. Weirder and weirder.
Okay, so we have that. We have to go find the scissors.
The
Well,
Skynes.
there's a lot of things we have to do. We apparently have to go backwards in time, and we have to figure out how to prevent everything from dying.
We have to untherapy the nothing, I think.
Why do we have to untherapy the
Oh,
nothing?
damn it.
Us therapying the nothing caused this whole entire mess.
Yes, that's kind of the what I got as well. But if we untherapy the nothing, would that not cause us to go bye-bye?
Ugh. I hate time paradoxal things. So we gotta find the hags. We gotta find the scissors. And then
Gotta find the nothing, and at least talk to the nothing, and find out their take on all of this. I would rather not untherapize them, because they seem to be fine and not causing trouble and not wanting to destroy everything.
At least you haven't heard about them doing anything.
So the
Well, yeah,
thing
not
is,
that we've heard of.
2 of the hags are dead.
So there's one hag left.
Yes.
So we have to find the hag.
Yep. Because Daisy killed one of them.
Daisy is sure getting up to some shenanigans, wherever she is.
I left her with several other responsible people, and they're not doing their fucking jobs.
I just love it how you're just like, they're not doing their fucking jobs. I gave them one job. Make sure Faye Jesus doesn't get into trouble. One job. Make sure this insanely powerful entity that you don't even understand doesn't do anything I don't want it to do. That was your only job. How could you fuck that up?
I hate you all in the messages right now. I hate you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to see what happens in the fucking cast chat for this thing, right now there is literally some, I don't know if we would call it, it's definitely smut, but I don't know if it classifies as romance or not. But there's some fan fiction. There's fan fiction happening in our chat actively. Apparently the hags is hot some way.
There is problem solving.
Problem solving.
Creative problem solving.
So all you have to do is contribute $1 in our Patreon, and you get access to the call. The call is live right now, and you can go just donate $1. It'll give you access for a month. Oh my God, saving the world! No.
Come on, that's good. Come on.
That can go on a shirt.
It really could.
Okay, you know what? We're not God damn it.
Oh God damn. All right, so okay. So you are kind of confronting what your to-do list is.
Yeah.
And kind of just like hashing this out. We're going to jump back over to Fia and Pandora.
Yeah, I'd like to say as we're having this conversation about the list, I am very slowly leading Rose back to the kitchen so that I can finish making breakfast.
Yeah,
beautiful. I love that.
Important.
And Rose looks like she needs a nap.
Yeah. The last thing that happens is you're getting Rose to sit down and calm down. Val brings her over a glass of orange juice and sets it down by her, and then Tuck finally comes downstairs, and he is wearing silk pajama bottoms.
So proud of him.
Those are some nice bottoms, man.
He's like, I know, I got them from your room.
Okay, we're gonna have to have a conversation about boundaries later.
He's like, you're going to bind me later?
No, you really should talk to Tati about that.
He's like, Tati's a free spirit.
True.
He's like,
very true.
I mean, that does bring up an interesting question, though. Would you say uncle or call me uncle?
In the
breakfast.
event
And he just
that
walks
this-
by.
Rose gives the side eye.
Oh boy, yep, that's a new conversation. That's certainly a conversation. Takes a large gulp of tea.
Val comes over and stands very close beside you, and she says, "If he tries that again, I'm gonna nuke him."
I heard that.
What did he do? What did he try that I missed?
Sweet summer child. Is it, he made a pass at you?
Oh no, caught that.
Yeah.
Very much caught that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I will kill him. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I will not stop.
And now we can go over to the murderers. So you guys,
Murder.
the aftermath of this battle is, there is, for you guys, there is like just a few moments after everything settles and Bia's not hungry anymore, that you guys are kind of just like looking around and like doing the whole checking yourselves. I really didn't get hurt. So what is his name? God, I'm really.
I do have a question.
Sure.
So because Aiden was there with us.
Yeah, I was trying to
and
remember
he was
Aiden's
the
name.
one kind of looking around. Was the family there? They weren't, were they? I don't think that got confirmed because we were too busy, obliterating each other.
They were upstairs.
Oh my god!
Because Finn went upstairs. Oh, not Finn, but Aiden went upstairs.
Because we never got Aiden back.
Yeah.
Like we still haven't gone to check on that.
Well, you got to remember the entire. You guys went 2 only rounds of combat, maybe 3.
Yeah. I think it was like 3.
And so that roughly equates out to like 15 seconds.
Should be faster then.
Should be faster.
Skill issue.
Skill issue.
Selkie, there's a question for you in chat.
I'm not looking.
Oh,
if you bring it up, someone gets to read it. No, now this is special time. Now,
Can I read it for you, Salki? Because I feel like this applies to both of us, and I know my answer, but I'd love to hear your answer.
No.
Do you in fact still simp for Iron Bull?
Do I still have the Iron Bull body pillow? The answer to both of these questions is yes.
I was gonna say, as someone who like almost all my primary like interactions with Selkie have been through this game, just seeing the way that Selkie designed the love interest of his character that he plays, yeah.
You use
no
the
shit.
singular. You use the singular.
Like
interests.
Oh yeah, no, interests, yes. Like 3 of them are built like him. And he's got like a dozen. Like
he doesn't have not that many. I think there's 4 active that are currently like definitely partners, and there's one who's in the recruitment phase.
Okay, so 3 out of 5 are all built like him. Yeah, I would say that.
The new one's more of a slendery baby.
Yeah, no, the new one's like a twink, but like the mainstays, like one of them is literally a cube. Like he's literally a cube. He's a cube with a head on top. Like he's so wide.
I feel mildly like I'm being ripped apart right now.
I say this with love, okay?
I could be torn apart with love.
And all the stuff that you hear happening right now, worse than that, it happens in the chat.
Yeah, no, this isn't even the chat. You didn't even see what we were cooking up to save the world.
Also, including the fresh meat in the courting phase, there is only 4.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Why
did I think there was 4 total active? I don't know. I didn't need to add to the chaos, so. All right. So, but yes, after the fight wrapped up, and you guys were kind of like, I'm not even really hurt.
We're good.
Yeah.
I'm full. Like
I know.
Gain.
After a couple of about almost 45 seconds go by, and then you hear from the top of the stairs, the crunching and smacking and swallowing noises are gone. Is it safe to come downstairs yet? It's Aiden.
I mean, sure. Just don't slip.
It's like, I've got children with me, so I really want to make sure it's safe.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Aiden's like, I'll take them out a window.
Yeah.
For the best. We created a new one down here.
You blew a hole in the wall.
It's a new window.
Ew.
All right. So
Waste not want.
Also, go towards the front of the house.
yeah, because the back of the house, the hole is there, and it basically took out the back of the house.
But also, Maria was sent back through the back of the house, and she's still in Krinos. As far as we know, we haven't seen her since that
'Cause she
happened.
was she was gonna be.
She didn't make it back.
Huh?
She made it back.
She made it back.
She made it back,
Like
but
in the
she's
last round of the fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was only
'cause-
Aiden we had still misplaced.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were taking care of hate, distracting hate, and Aiden went to go look for the family that you were told was in the house. So Aiden was like, we have to get the innocents out of here, because Aiden's actually currently Sealy.
Unsealy?
Sealy.
He's
It's almost it's very close. Oh.
he's Sealy. He's usually unsealy.
Yes. He's usually the bad boy. Right now he's the good boy, and he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Yeah, he's got to be both because Finn isn't here. So sad.
He's got to flip flop back and forth.
Yup.
All right, so you guys, but what is if Finn? You hear Finn just like
Aiden.
Sorry, God damn it! You hear Aiden just taking these people like through the upper part of the house, and then you hear him. He's like, all right, we're just gonna come across the roof. Okay, I'm gonna lower you down. All right, there you go. You just hear him helping people get down off the roof. So, what are you guys doing?
Should
How
we go back the direction we came in?
Did we just leave the house like this? I don't think we should leave it. Hold on. And Fia is going to actively start whatever Fia can put back in place. Fia's going to. Fia's gonna start using scraps of the clothing that
to try
the
and
dude
clean?
was wearing to clean.
no.
He made use his clothes to clean his mess. It's like when your cat spills their cat food and you use their little paws to help put it back. That's what Fia's doing in spirit.
Jesus. Oh my god. So Pandora, that's what Fia's doing. Fia goes wandering out into the backyard and finds the couch that flew out the hole and takes it back inside. What's left of the couch that went out the hole? What are you doing, Pandora?
He's trying to think of okay, what would be helpful for this the carnage that's here, because we don't have a body to deal with. Thanks, Fia. But
Maria's
no, it was not a bruja. It was Samuel Haight. We ripped him in half.
Yeah, it was Samuel Haight.
Got to skin him, rip him in half.
Yep. So
strike him with lightning, eat him. It was a whole process.
There was a whole process actually,
and it was inside of a suburbban home.
That's why there's so much of the suburban home that's nearly destroyed.
Yeah.
Maria looks at you guys and says, "We really don't want to be here when the sirens and the woo-woos get here. So I know you guys want to try and fix this. I'll wire them $100,000.
I was thinking about that too. I have someone who could probably drum up contractors to help them. I mean, she's overseas, but she'd probably help.
That's perfectly fine. We can send the glassblockers over. They own that construction business. Whatever needs to be done can be done. But if we stay here, things are going to go badly for all of us.
Yeah,
because we have to figure out. So we're gonna have to figure out some way to explain. And she just reaches up their hand and gestures to the 20-foot tall wall in the back of the living room that is now missing.
Yeah. When Fia comes back in, Pandora is going to go over to him
Fia
and
comes in
be like,
carrying the other half of the couch.
Fia, we can help in other ways. But we should probably head back the direction we came in for now.
Finn comes in the. You hear the front door open and close, and then
God.
you hear this pat. Good boy, you're still here. And he comes walking in. He's like, he comes walking down the hallway from the front door and walks through you guys, and he looks at you, and you're all looking at him. He's like, I was saying thank you to the front door. It's still actually there.
Yeah, we didn't get to that area.
He's like, it's like, I put everyone is on the lawn.
You did?
Everyone's on the lawn. They're waiting for the emergency crews to get here.
Yeah, we
Dad was a little fucked up. I gave him a little spritz of healing because I didn't know if he was gonna last long enough for the emergency crews to get here, and I wanted to make sure he did. But I totally made it. I didn't want to heal him too much because I didn't want to make it look weird because he's injured. He's in rough shape. But I didn't want it to, I didn't want anyone to get suspicious. We got enough shit to deal with. It's like,
yeah.
Do we need a ride or are we just gonna run?
Just gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, and how bad is it outside still?
It's bad. I mean, he looks over at Fia. He's like, you calm down maybe a little. The fighting's, and he gestures out to like the storm just raging outside of the hole.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand you needed to call lightning. There's a big storm, but places are flooding.
Fia's gonna very sheepishly rub the back of his neck, and he's gonna go, this is why I tend to try to stay on the calmer side. I don't have much control over this. And I'm not exactly in the happiest mood.
I tell you what, we're gonna get a ride because I got people standing outside in the lawn in a hurricane because I don't want them coming back into the house. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take us directly back to someone who might be able to calm Fia down. So I'm gonna take you back to your partner.
Could we get the people out back to their neighbor's house so they're not standing in this weather, but they're also not going back into their house?
Oh God. Using logic at this point really upsets me for some reason. I'll go take care of it. Right back.
When was I not using logic? There's like a thunder crack outside. Like this is the bad time to do
Finn
it.
opens the door and the tree in the front yard just goes. Aiden opens the door and the tree in the front yard just goes. As a lightning bolt fucking hits it, and he's like, he spins around and he's like, Fia!
You just essentially told me to calm down. You want me to calm down?
I didn't tell you, I asked you.
You asked me to calm down.
And
you
I
saw
see
the
now
body.
it's not working.
We should get going.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should get going.
He just turns around and he's like, go to the neighbors.
Shoo.
He's like, get under the porch or something. And he closes the door and he's like, no, we're going. He comes walking back into the living room and he says like, this is gonna hurt like a bitch here. And he's like, he pulls out this little medallion and it has a almost a mandala of a tree on it. And he holds it out in front of him and he's like mumbling something. And then he just like puts his hand out like this and he turns it upside down. And when he turns his hand upside down, you see there's a green glow that fills his palms and like literal vines and leaves are growing out of the palm of his hand. Then he lowers his hand all the way to the ground, and the vines and leaves go off of his hand into the ground. They go into the tile floor, and they begin twining up to the tile floor, and the tiling breaks, and just growing massively and suddenly out of the floor is a fucking tree. And as he does that, the tree kind of like grows over, and the boughs of the tree kind of hang down to one side and form an arch where it touches its own roots. And then between the arch and the tree, the air just gets like wibbly wobbly, kind of like a Stargate, but it doesn't look like water, just like looks like a haze. Oh, like the Predator. Looks like there's a haze on the air between there. And he's like
a mirage.
Yeah.
Like a heat mirage.
But sideways. And he says, all right. He says, taking you to the freehold. He's like, I haven't been there myself yet, so just Pandora, you go first, so that if anything happens when Fia gets there, you can be there to vouch. Because Rose Red knows you, hopefully still knows you, and I'll be coming through because I have to shut this down too.
How long is that gonna last?
Until I release it. And you notice that his hand is upright, and you see where all the veins came out of his hand. They're like bleeding wounds.
You frustrate me. You know that? This is the consequences of your actions. I hope you have good healing. I'll be right back. I'm not leaving humans out in this weather without ferrying them to their neighbor's house. And Fia is...
As you go outside, you see that the mom and like the oldest kid is like propping up the dad as he's kind of limping, and they're taking him through the rain over to the neighbor's porch. And the little ones...
an injured man to be carried by his wife and kids?
I said I stabilized him.
Oh my god! And
this is making the Star Wars.
The story is getting worse. Like it's lightning is striking in various places. There's the downpour. It's flooding. And Fia walks over to the family. Short little stature. And goes, I can help get him to the house. You don't have to carry him on your own.
The lady looks over at you, but there's like so much rain coming down that it's doing that thing where it's running water over their eyes, so they can't really see. And so they're like, thank you so much. And then literally, as they say the words, it looks like they're spitting water because there's so much water just streaming down them. They're just soaked.
He's gonna can't solve that, even though he's the cause. So he's gonna pick up this man, and is going to walk with them to the neighbor's house. And while he's like walking, he's going to do the best assessment of the man's condition as he can, so that if there's any first aid the neighbors will be able to provide, he'll be able to tell them.
He has already been bandaged up. You can see that Aiden did bandage him up. He has a very nasty, what looks to be something probably about the same size as Hate's Bowie knife, stabbed him right through the gut. So
there's another just crack of thunder somewhere.
If you try and assess the wound and everything like that, it's not bleeding as badly as it should be for this type of wound. So whatever Finn did probably just repaired the organs inside, but left a big hole.
Gotcha. Once they get to the next house, Fia's literally going to relay like what information that he can that might be helpful in making keeping this man comfortable and safe and that. Gonna make sure they're inside, and then it's gonna move much quicker back to where Aiden is, because as much as he's a little upset with Aiden, still doesn't want Aiden injured more than Aiden must be.
So as
while Fia was doing that, Pandora does turn to Maria and just ask, so do you want to come with us, or?
Maria kind of looks at the shame portal and says, I'm going to go round up as many of my pack as I can find, and I don't know whatever chaos he may have caused recently, we're gonna go backtrack his scent as best we can, and try and see if he's hurt anyone else.
All right.
And she kind of reaches out a hand. She reaches out a hand and puts her hand out like holding it out like that. And if you reach out your arm too, she just clasps you by the forearm. And she looks at you and she says, "You need to come to the next moot."
Yes.
And she kind of nods. And she pats your hand. She pats your hand before she releases it with her left hand. She pats your arm, releases it, and she says, "It may be time we talked about you being a bigger part of the sept. If you want to."
I definitely like to talk about that with you. I would.
And about that time, you can hear sirens coming.
Yeah,
They're obviously very close because the storm is so bad that you're not gonna hear them until they're literally pulling up to the fucking house.
Yeah.
So Maria nods to you, turns into her lupus form, and just runs out the back hole in the back wall. You can see her barely be able to see her jump over the back fence because of the density.
Yeah, because we were right by the woods that lead to this whole area.
Yeah.
So
it was it's like the green belt behind the subdivision, basically.
Yeah.
And then you are you stepping through the portal?
Once Fia gets back, yes.
Okay. So once Fia gets once Fia gets back, Pandora, you go through first.
Yep.
You come through and you are at you're in the chamber with the balefire, the basement, basically.
Okay.
As you step through, you hear a low growl, and then you hear a sniff, and then you hear a chirping bark. And even as you're kind of standing there, Spare Rib just plows into you and knocks you over. And
the beef. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's just basically licking your face.
Yeah, Pandora's so happy. There is no longer beef with Spare Rib.
It was all one-sided anyway.
but it meant something. It meant something on her end. Spare Rib wanted to be her best friend the entire time. But pretty much as soon as she started really bonding with Spare Rib, he a bunch of crazy shit happened and he disappeared. So she's very happy to see him. She's petting him. She's also soaked. So now he's also getting soaked. But it's nice. It's nice. She's been in this room before, and it's weirdly nostalgic at this point with all the chaos that's happened.
You do know the changes, the more rustic appearance. Down here, it actually doesn't really make too much of a difference because this was always a very rustic area.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't notice changes yet. You see that there is a really old-timey slate chalkboard just leaned up against the top of the mantle, and you just see the letters being written. It's "Hi, Pandora."
Oh. Hey. Is anybody else here?
I'll let the mistress know you're here.
Okay. Yeah, she's here. Wow. Okay. We have 2 hydrates and 2 posture checks and 2 switches.
Jesus. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, numbers.
Hey.
1 hydrate.
Well, because we got Sweet Tea Special, and that's hydrate, stretch, and posture.
Yep. And then we got a posture check. So.
Yeah,
we posture check twice. Look.
You just start doing yoga.
Yoga. Oh, my back popped. That was a good one.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay. Let's do this before we get to Bay, and before we this. I need to take a little break. Got a situation got to go resolve. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break right now, and then we'll be back right after that to get. Hopefully, gonna get everyone finally back together. So we'll see you guys in 10.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or every every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. Yeah, we rolled. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. forget. We will never, never, ever forget. We will never, never, ever forget. Oh, 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 oh. We're wrong. Oh, 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 oh. And oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We
Let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for letting us take that little break. We really appreciate it. Everything should be taken care of. I thought I saw you on there and another. So one thing we're going to do tonight, we're having a great time. And I love the fact that you guys are here helping support us. So I'm going to do something that hopefully will make some of you happy. We're going to do a giveaway. And what we're going to, and this is an unannounced giveaway. So whoever is here watching the show and paying attention right now, thank you. And we want to be able to reward you for that. So the giveaway we're going to do is for some of the stuff, one of the items we have in our Dinner and a Game merchandise store right now. You can go find that at www.dinnerandagame.net. And if you go to find that, you will see that we have dice towers. They're called the Nightmare Dice Towers. And we're going to be giving you guys one right tonight. What we're going to do is I'm going to start a contest in a little bit. It's going to run for probably about half an hour. And you're going to have to put a word into chat and you get enter the contest. Now, if you're just a follower, everyone's is going to be eligible to win. If you're a follower, you'll get a ticket for the contest. If you're a subscriber, you will get 2 tickets for the contest. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set that up right now. I will let you know when it goes up in chat, and then you have 30 minutes from that point to enter. All right. So thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate it, and can't even begin to tell you how much it means to me and everyone who plays. It's incredible, and we can't do it without you. So, so in the meantime, let's get back into the actual RP. So you're what were you doing right before Pandora, right before we were left?
Pandora stepped through after Fia got back from helping the family, and then got tackled by Spare Rib and is now on the ground of the basement, giving him scritches and pits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know about. I didn't know if you had done anything else as well.
No, we're just happy right now. Yeah.
That's perfectly wonderful. So what we're going, you're sitting there, and Fia, you see Pandora go through. You can't hear anything from the other side. Aiden's kind of just looking at you, and he's like, "All you have to do is step through."
I've done weirder for less, and Fia will step through the portal.
As you're stepping through, you over your shoulder, you just catch Aiden just like kind of grinning and shaking his head. He's like, "Not what I meant, but okay." All right. So you step through. As you get through the other side, when you come through, you see Pandora on the ground, and this large, shaggy-looking dog that also has areas where there's like lizard scales on it. They're iridescent. Is just like all over Pandora. And Pandora is just like laughing and like wrestling with it.
Having fun?
Just a wolf and their dog.
Oh my god, it's been forever. Oh man. Okay. And she does like a couple of like snaps to try and get Spare Rib out of like just straight up play mode.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay.
Okay.
Sit for a second. I have somebody for you. This is all to Spare Rib.
Yeah, no, he gets this weird look on his face, and he sits down, but he's like looking at you like, what's going on?
She gives him some pats on the head, and it's like, we made a new friend. This is the captain, and gestures to Fia.
And you get side-eyed by a dog.
He is gonna side-eye a dog back.
The dog gets up. It was sitting when, as Pandora introduced you, and slowly begins walking around Fia in a circle. Obviously, looking you up and down. Seems to be sizing you up.
If you're going to try and eat me, it's going to take more than that.
They come around to the front. They sit down, like right in front of you, looking straight up at you.
Yep.
And then they just their tongue just lolls out, and that their face splits into one of those giant dog grins.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they do this.
Yeah, he's real sweet. He's real sweet. He used to be a plushie.
You see a plushie. And
What?
as you're sitting there, as you're giving the scritches, and Pandora says, "Used to be a plushie." The dog jumps up on you and puts both paws on front on your face, on your shoulders. Yeah, it's taller than you. And as you're kind of looking there, you're looking at its chase. You see it's got a huge leather collar on, and it's got a little bitty bone plate, you know, the little nameplates on it, and it says "Bestest Boy."
He is.
Okay. Well, you're cute.
Isn't he? He's adorable.
Gotcha.
Just going back to Scritches. Fia might not understand, but then again, he's not the brightest bulb in the box when it comes to certain things anyways. So, you know, hybrid creature, that's par for the course.
I mean, we're both technically hybrid creatures.
That's
so, like, yeah.
that's the point.
And he's kind of
cool.
like Pandora looks at some of the scaly patches and is like, I mean, he's kind of like the two of us. He's a dragon and a dog.
He's kind of like if we just
Yeah,
went into one, and it's
like kind of our son.
this is kind of our son.
It's kind of our son.
It's our child.
Huh. Never thought I'd have a son. I can't have a son for so many reasons. So many reasons.
Casey out there.
So
Casey's sneezing right now.
Aiden steps through, and he kind of like, as he steps through, you see that there is a similar tree here, and as he steps, he kind of like this reaches out and he puts his hands onto the tree itself, and you just see all the tree start just like going into his hands as he kind of just stands there and lets it happen. And when the last bit of the tree and vines goes into his hands, he kind of like is shaking his hands, and he turns around and he says, we should probably go upstairs. And he looks down and he says, oh. And he just kneels down in front of Spare Rib, and Spare Rib kind of just walks over to him. And Spare Rib does this weird thing. He bends his left leg up. Before he does that, he extends his right leg out as far as he can. He bends his left leg up, and he does a doggy bow. And Aiden looks at him and he goes, oh, shut up. Get up. You not even do that.
Is there pet hierarchy here?
It's like, oh, this is the Fae. There's all kinds of hierarchy. Yes, I know. Chimera. No. Family, not Chimera. Shut up. And then stops and goes, looks back. When did you learn to talk?
Oh, is that what he was doing?
Oh, in here.
Right, yeah. No, I
Yeah.
assume, because I didn't hear anything, but you were clearly
Apparently
responding
there have
to
been some
something.
upgrades.
Yeah, he's scaly now. He didn't used to be scaly unless he
Yeah.
was full dragon.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yes, we'll talk. Wow. Yeah, no. Okay. Okay, she's here. Good. That, you said what? You told her what? We need to go upstairs.
Because you're in trouble, or that sounded like you're in trouble.
We just need to go upstairs.
All right.
And he goes walking over to the elevator. Fia, old 1920s, circa 1920s.
Fia's
New York
never seen a 1920s.
I wouldn't have seen it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fia hasn't seen shit since like
So how would Fia
1783.
react to everyone getting into this tiny metal box that rattles like crazy?
Why?
We're going upstairs.
This is the best option.
There's actually no stairs,
Why are there no stairs?
Because there's this.
and this is a house of madness. So
Your wife's gonna be pissed at you for saying that. The house is gonna snitch.
he's a
The house.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rose Red. This is Fia. Fia, this is Rose Red. The house. They will get you anything you like if you're thirsty or hungry.
The house
just-
is a lie.
Yes, just say it out loud, and they will summon it to you. If you need anything, let them know. Anything special you like, let them know. They can't make living things, but they can make food, which I know once was living, but somehow it's a technicality.
Fia isn't gonna get in the weird elevator thing just yet. Fia's gonna be confused and then turn towards a wall and kind of like dip his head, like take off the hat, dip his head. He's gonna go, I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude and not introduce myself. I didn't know you were alive. I was not informed of this right away. Turns back to the wall. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Fia Kramirin. I apologize for entering unannounced. That is rude.
Aiden kind of says, they're very happy to meet you as well. They can't really talk to people who they're not bonded to. They're absolutely certain that you never would have done anything rude had you known that you were entering someone alive. Wow, that was bad. Had they knew you wouldn't violate hospitality. We wouldn't associate with people who would do that.
Oh, theocratic. Sometimes wonder. And Fia then is going to get into the elevator.
Aiden's like, just come in. We'll take the elevator. It'll be fine.
He stands in this elevator. It's like it's braced.
The elevator has only jammed 10, 20 times at most.
Fia's gonna get the claws out and brace in case Fia needs to stop a whole ass elevator.
Aiden just grabs a lever that's like in the center position of an arc, and he just pulls it over to the other position, and the elevator's like, this does that whole.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is like an older version of the ones we have pretty much everywhere now.
Although there are stairs most places.
Yeah. I mean, most places also have stairs.
You guys like metal a lot.
It's mostly brass. I like it. Gives it that old-timey feel.
Oh, old timey. Yeah.
Old to us.
So
Old to us. What do you want?
Back in my day.
No, literally, Fia's old man yells at Cloud right now.
Like, metal, no stairs. There's thunder rumbling outside.
Oh wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does Fia bring the storm wherever he goes? Because we're like in a completely different area right now.
The
How
storm
far away?
You're about 100 miles away from town.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Also, what you're saying?
Go ahead. I was gonna say I think that the storm would have to start building again, and the storm would actually dissipate where you were.
Yay! Seattle's not going to be underwater anymore.
This place is going to be though.
It's a mountain.
We'll build it.
And
We'll work on it.
And it probably would change from rain
We'll work
to
on
a
it.
blizzard.
Oh.
Oh, oops.
Oops.
Yeah, it follows.
Damn it.
It follows. So what's the blizzard version of a catastrophic flood?
A catastrophic blizzard.
A blizzard.
I don't know if you know Snowstorm Hercules. That was a good prime example in like 2016. Negative degree weather, like negative 30. With the wind chill, whiteout conditions, like you cannot see when you drive. The snow piles up on your windshield so fast, your windshield wipers can't keep up.
So we're not going anywhere.
We're essentially snowed in up to the roof.
Oh, fun.
Oops.
Also, I am trapped by cat. I'm trapped by cat.
You're trapped
Attempted murder.
that? Oh,
By
yeah,
cat.
Yeah. All right. So, oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this will work. It's 24 minutes. I couldn't get it to 30 for some reason, but the giveaway has started. All you have to do is go into our chat and type !Dice Tower, and you will be entered to win. I think we'll do this one. Nope, I'm gonna do this one. They're all over the floor around me. This is our Nightmare Dice Tower. And this is on our website to purchase as well. However, anyone who types in !Dice Tower will be getting a ticket to enter the raffle to win this 3D printed dice tower.
It does not work at the moment.
It does not work?
No.
Oh, let me go fix it. But once I fix it, you'll be able to type in !Dice Tower.
Everyone's trying, and
I
it's
know.
just like, oops.
I canceled it. Let me fix it. I don't know why it didn't work. Oh, I bet you I know why. I bet you I know why. You are always trapped. The cat will always own you. You will never, ever escape.
No, right.
And there we go. And remember, like I said, if you're a follower, you'll get 1 ticket for the raffle. If you're a subscriber, you will get 2 tickets to the raffle. Let me see if it'll work this time. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's shirt.
It's no, yeah, it didn't take the edit. Just type in !shirt. It's supposed to be !die tower, but it didn't take it for some reason. There we go. Now it's working.
Right.
Now it's working.
Sure.
Because it's a wrong word. Because that was from when I did the shirt giveaway.
Dang it.
Dagnabbit.
It's a shirt in disguise.
It's a shirt in disguise with the dice tower. Dun, dun, dun.
We got a
All
crowd.
right, so you guys get to, like, you guys are headed up in the elevator. Let's jump over to someone who is finally getting the rest they so desperately needed. Bae, you wake up because
Why?
you've been sleeping, and the entire time you've been sleeping, this raging storm has been blowing outside the apartment. And
For
it's
your information, Bay is from Missouri.
oh, I understand.
Bay has slept through many a tornado
But
season, just like I have.
But here's something you'll recognize then as a fellow tornado alley dweller. When you go to sleep in a major storm and it suddenly stops and goes quiet, then you wake up because you don't know what's going on.
Bay
But
is
yeah,
asleep on the couch.
yeah. So
Look.
just you open your eyes and kind of blinking, and outside it's almost like someone turned a switch. There's no more rain. There's no more thunder, no more lightning. Off in the distance, you can see what looks like the storm front just moving further out to the east. The apartment's it's on the 3rd floor, and the apartment kind of faces out to the east towards the mountains. And so you can see the apartments. The storm is moving out to the east, and it's moving really fucking fast for a storm front.
That's not my problem. I can't fight a storm.
But as you're kind of laying, sitting there looking at a storm, you like start fluffing up the pillow so you can go back to sleep. And
What?
go ahead.
Time is it?
What time is it? You've been asleep for probably close to 7-8 hours.
It's enough sleep. I got the light sleeper merit.
Oh God.
can technically function as a hunter with less than 4 hours of sleep.
Yep.
So
Oh,
this
yeah.
was a treat for Bay.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of, you know, if you stop moving, they find you. So, but yeah, as you kind of you sit up, rubbing the sleep from your eyes. As you do that, how many of the text messages that Pandora sent you did you see before you went to sleep? I think they would have come in after because you were busy.
I think the text messages that Bay would have sent to Pandora would have just been like, here's my location, don't die, I'll try not to die, heart emoji,
Gotcha.
send. And then like it would have just been a notification of like, Bay is sharing their location with you. So if Pandora would have like checked her phone at any point, like at some point in like the late afternoon before the major part of the storm hit, it would have shown that Bay was in the apartment.
Yep.
So
you get to the point where you're kind of like sleep out, and you're like you're getting up, and as you're doing that, you get that really weird hair on the back of the neck, someone staring at me feeling. You
What do you want?
Apartment.
He's just gonna stay out loud. What do you want?
You hear a voice just kind of say, I want to not have to worry about this type of stuff. But instead, I have to interrupt my very important work to come find you all.
Can this wait after I've showered, maybe?
Yes, you do.
Do you want coffee? Do you want
I'll
coffee?
make the coffee. You're talking to nothing, by the way.
Bay just accepts it. It's like, fuck it, fine. All right, cool. Coffee's in the place where coffee is in the kitchen. It's that way. And Bay's just gonna go take a shower and change into vaguely like less disarrayed clothes. It ends up being a very well-worn pair of like blue jeans that have seen better days. Like just a tank top, a flannel again that is Pandora's.
It's Pandora's.
It is Pandora's, and it
It's
is grabbed from
enormous.
the laundry basket.
I was gonna say
Yes.
you literally have to roll the sleeves up for like 5 minutes just to get them up to your wrist.
Yep. And it's just hair still wet in a disarray. And they're just kind of scratching the side of their shaved sides that have been growing out because they just haven't had the time to redo it. And like they're fussing with like the front of their hair because they know that their roots are showing and they just can't be bothered to care. And they're rubbing their eyes that still has like smudged 3-day-old eyeliner under it. And they just walk into the kitchen and they're just like, all right, you promised me coffee before we did this.
There's coffee actually on the kitchen, and you see there's a second cup that looks like it's been half drunk.
Pandora, do we have a kitchen table?
Yes.
Okay. Bay's gonna take the coffee instead of the
Everyone
kitchen
was
table.
everything was restored, so if you had a kitchen table, it's back.
Yes. There's a kitchen table and exactly 2 chairs. One for Pandora and one for a guest if there was a guest, and that is it.
That is it. So, and are the chairs mismatched to the table and each other?
Yep.
In true buy nothing group fashion.
Absolutely. One of the chairs from the side of the road, one of them's from Facebook Marketplace, and the table
You got for $5 at a thrift show?
Yeah.
All right. So can you all tell we've been in the life? So, yeah, but as you go over to, you pick up your coffee cup, you go walking over to the table, you kind of like pull the chair out, put the coffee cup and sit down. And as you sit down, the coffee cup that was on the kitchen counter is now sitting in front of the other chair, and the chair has been pulled out a little bit.
All right. Bay drinks, like gulps down half of this coffee in one go, and then it does a deep inhale.
It is not the coffee that Pandora normally has. That's super strong coffee. This is more like a house blend, so it's like a medium roast. It's it's okay, but it's not what you've been used to from drinking coffee in Pandora's place. And you just you hear them go, "Oh, thank God, I cannot drink that black tar heroin that Pandora calls coffee."
You are a guest in this domain. Den? Domain. Apartment.
I feel like den for a werewolf. It's
Apartment.
Bay looks offended because Bay loves Pandora's coffee.
And he kind of looks at her and he says, "Oh no!" And you see him go, "Okay, fine. You can have your taste. I can have my taste. Can we agree that they don't have to align?"
Yes, you never have to align with like the taste of in caffeine.
Well, you got morally offended when I didn't like Pandora's coffee.
Because you called it black tar sludge. It is a blessing.
I called it black tar heroin, which can be
Yes.
to some.
Okay. Why am I speaking to emptiness?
Because I'm nothing.
Is this a who's on first situation?
It can be, and we could probably make it last 3 weeks. But I
don't have
am
that.
the nothing.
Are you the one they gave therapy to?
If you want to call it that, yes.
How's therapy going?
I'm not nothing anymore.
What do you want me to call you?
Theodore.
Okay, Theodore. Can I call you Teddy?
No.
Can I call you Dory?
Maybe.
Can I call you Theo?
Yes, I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna call you Theo. All right, Theo. And Bay's gonna put the coffee cup down and just lean in, looking at nothing.
You know,
Are
the
you
coffee
in
cup
this-
doesn't move, but the level in the coffee cup goes down a little bit.
Why are you talking to me?
I want to talk to the others,
Uh-huh.
but I don't want to disturb them, and my presence where they are now could cause them issues. You have their presence all about you, so I know that you associate with them very closely. I haven't really been keeping tabs on them. I know I said I would, but been really been busy figuring out what it's like to exist. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but being a cosmological construct, it's very weird. You understand when certain things are kind of lining up for something big to happen. And you understand that you will be somehow connected to this.
Sadly, I've got in my head I accidentally gave sentience to a Roomba. I think you and Holly might actually bond if you had an introduction.
I think Holly
No.
would see me as a massive threat and do everything in their power to kill me, which is why I'm making sure that I'm really, really nothing, so Polly can't tell that I'm near you. Because they would just probably show up and just undo all the lovely work they did in this place.
I can just ask Holly to be nice to you. She might.
Yeah, see, the might is the problem. Let's just go with, we'll tell Holly
Yep,
later
we
when
will.
we have time to like brace them for it.
Okay, fine.
All right. So
is this about the whole universe is gonna try to cannibalize each other to make one survive, or the opposite way of doing things?
kind of, sort of. The way it works is there's infinite numbers of other realities, right? We can't really count them. Every time we try and count them, we basically create a new one. And since dumbasses try and count them all the time, you get where I'm going with this. There does though have to be a point where all this balances in some way to make it an actual cosmological situation where you can actually understand where the places are for different things in the multiverse.
Okay.
It may have been that the fact that existence comes from nothing, and now nothing exists, may have knocked that little balancing pole out from underneath the multiverse.
They just drinks their coffee and just shakes their head.
So, it seems that we have to fix the imbalance. At the same time, I don't want to stop existing.
Can the quote unquote nothing be a title that is passed on to somebody else?
No, because then that makes it something. Even giving it the title, the nothing, makes it something. Labeling something gives it existence. Ask the Norse.
That's not my pantheon, but
It's fine.
okay.
It's fine.
That wasn't my special interest. Sadly, I'm not a Norse gay,
That-
but like,
they have their own issues.
okay. So, what do you want to like? What do you have to possibly give to this situation as a?
I am in a very unique position because I don't want to cease to exist. But if the multiverse really does get ground up and collapsed in on itself to make one massive universe, that's still not going to stand. I mean, it would last a long time. But the first thing that's going to start happening is new realities are going to start popping off of it, which are going to start imbalancing everything. And sooner or later, everything's going to go tipsy-turvy again. And this whole cycle of resetting the universes over and over and over again is just going to get tedious until one of the attempts fails. And then it's all over. I get to return to my natural state, and there will be no more awareness. There'll be nothing. Which, once again, I've labeled it, and now it's something. God damn it.
Okay, I need
So-
someone smarter than me to help me with this conversation. But I'm gonna pull out their phone and call Emrys.
Emrys,
I know your phone's probably in lockbox, but
yeah. Emrys, as you're sitting there and making breakfast, your phone rings. And it is...
I look at it.
Yep. It is Bay.
I answer it, put on speakerphone, put it down on the counter. Hey, what's happening?
You're Val in the
Bay, I
background.
need-
Hi, Bay!
oh, hello. Hey, I need you to be at Pandora's apartment. Can you do that with some magic-y things?
Yes, I could in fact do that. Is this kind of like how badly do you need me there right now?
I'm having coffee with the nothing who I'm now calling Theo.
Val, can you
But I
take
did
this,
request
please?
Theodore to...
Who also goes by Theodore. Only I get to call the nothing Theo.
Okay, Valor, would you mind taking this over for me, please? I have an important meeting to get to. It seems.
So, how do you intend to get there, Emrys?
That's a fantastic question. Boy, oh boy, am I glad you asked me that. As I now have 3 dots in correspondence.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
We are going to use yes,
Worm
the
Slayer,
7 League.
It's Colombian coffee.
Oh, Colombia. We're going to use the 7 League Stride. Basically, open up a small hole, a hole big enough for me to fit through, that I will just slip through and come out of the other side in Pandora's apartment.
Mm-hmm. And you've been there, so you know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
You do have to make me an Erector roll. The difficulty is only a 5.
Cool. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. That is 6. 1, 2, 0, 5. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Oh yeah.
6
Yeah,
dice.
No. You basically have no problems. This is one of the you've done magic inside of the freehold before. This is not like it used to be. There was still resistance in the freehold. You had to roll 7s and 8s.
Yeah.
There is almost no resistance. Like this is almost like a horizon round.
Oh boy.
But you know you're in the regular world.
This
somewhat.
is bizarre. I don't know how I feel about this. Reaches underneath the counter as he does that, and uses the very unobtrusive magic, that the coincidental magic, to pull his staff out. He will step through the
thing. So you step through. Right as you step through, the elevator opens up.
Son of a bitch. Of course I missed them. Of course I do.
Emery's just left.
Oh, by the way,
I do grab my phone.
That Pandora, Aiden, and somebody that, and I don't, yeah, she never met, and then someone they don't know, but that Pandora says was okay, so I didn't kill them, is here.
Oh, cool.
Or
Let them know that we're making breakfast. Let them know that there's breakfast on the counter.
I'm guessing the portal closes after Emery's.
Yep, because the way this particular spell works, it can only take me.
Yeah, Rose is just sitting there, just sipping her tea, and just gives this very tired sigh of this happens a lot. Why do I not get asked about things happening in my house? Oh.
Val kind of looks at you and said, he's my fiance and he just ditched me.
Do you want wine?
Val gets a text on her phone.
Yeah. Top cabinet over there. Just knock on it, open it. There'll be your favorite whiskey in there.
She goes walking over to it. You text Val?
Val gets a text on her phone. Love you. Be back soon. Heart emoji.
You get a text back. That's just the scowling emoji. So, Fia, you, Pandora, and Aiden are getting out of the elevator. You're coming into this hallway. It seems to run. There's a room on your right-hand side that has glass panels instead of walls. So every 16 inches, there's a glass panel. And you can see inside of it that there is a very well-lit art studio. There's easels, there's paintings and everything like that. It's got huge windows that face out towards a swimming pool, and which is actually probably more like a natural pool than it is an actual swimming pool. And so it faces out over that of the backyard, which is basically the side of the mountain. And so you have this huge view. And then you see that there is a hallway that continues on along that, and you can hear people down in the hallway. And there's just the smell of food just comes wafting back. Basically, think of a traditional English breakfast type situation. There's a little bit of everything. Oh no, a lot of bit of everything, because it's an English breakfast. And so you start heading down the hallway. When you guys get in the kitchen, where are you seated, Rose?
So if I remember correctly, there's a bar that sits facing the kitchen. Rose is sitting on one of the stools at the moment, just having her tea. She's not drinking. I'm guessing Vera's already having her whiskey.
Me and Val.
Val.
Now,
No.
my
Wrong.
brain, there's too many V's
There's,
in this
there's
game.
so many V's.
I was say, Vera hasn't been here in like years.
I
I
saw,
missed her,
okay, so
bros.
here's the thing. My brain connected seeing Vera in the chat.
Yeah, I said because of the nothing, I was like, we need Vera back. She's the one who stopped us from talking in circles.
whiskey. Val's having her whiskey. Rose is just sitting there looking just done with everything.
So as you guys come walking in the kitchen area, Val has a glass of whiskey sitting in front of them. There is plates of food sitting out. Aiden kind of just quietly walks past the counter, around the counter, and comes over to you, Rose, and he puts his hands on your shoulder, but he is looking into the library, the study, and he's looking at the painting.
We can't take it off the wall before you ask.
He says, "Yeah, it's." And he literally just turns his head and cracks his neck real quick. Yeah, it's bound to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Because the 3 longest residents are comprised in the portrait. In their blood and spirit.
She just rubs her temples, just finished, just slowly drinks her tea.
He says, now we just got to figure out what it does now.
Yeah, well, that may end up resulting with double me, so...
Aiden's like, do we get to keep them?
No.
What? You've
She
told me
just
about
has that look.
fantasy.
She just has that look of, yeah, that's the thing that killed Finn the last time.
Oh. You said you were probably going to kill Finn someday anyway.
I have never said that.
You thought it.
No.
Maybe.
I wanted to punch his face in when we weren't
See,
engaged.
that would probably kill him.
previously.
You know how easy he dies.
She just rolls her eyes.
Nora can't help it.
And
She's
this
fucking
made
laughing.
paper.
She's fucking laughing.
And Aiden's like, Aiden just kind of like bends down and puts his arms around you from behind, like, and it's just kind of like leans on his head on your shoulder, and he's like, "It'll be fine." And he's like, "Now, where did our sorcerer go?"
He's with Daisy.
What?
He's with Daisy.
Daisy? Or do you mean you say Bay?
Daisy.
Is he? Wait, is Aiden asking about Finn or about Emery's?
Oh, sorry. I meant the wizard, not the sorcerer. My apologies.
There we go.
Thank you.
Sorry. And he's like,
And Emery's-
wait.
he was
Finn's
really-
with Daisy?
Yes. He kind of got stuck in a nightmare pool. And Daisy had to go pull him out. So Finn, as we know, Finn may not be the same Finn anymore.
Fuck. Is there any way to
And-
get back?
We're going to have to figure it out quickly because Daisy isn't Daisy anymore either. But Emery's is with Bay right now with the bastard that kind of caused all the problems.
I'm really drawing a blank. I wasn't around for everything.
Okay,
so
so the
You told
reason
him
we're
most
in the
everything, though.
the reason we're in the mess now is because we gave therapy to the nothing.
Okay, and so why did that cause all this wonkiness?
Because it wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, great! I love it when we exceed expectations. We're probably gonna
Yeah,
get a raise.
and Mab planned it all from plan A, but
Oh my
we kind
God.
of hold on.
Okay.
However, she did not calculate what we were going to do with the nothing.
Wow.
So either we put 3 willing souls in a box, or I'm going to go have to find the shears of fate, basically, the 3 sets.
What?
Hi, we've had
No,
a
no,
wild go.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We've had some fun too. But so why did Emery's to Bay? Is Bay okay?
I think Bay's okay, but Bay asked for Emery's to go over there, so...
Okay.
Which, speaking of Rose Red, if Bay shows up, be nice.
He's not going to that fucking house.
Rose Red says, I don't know if it'd be healthy for Bay to show up, and that's not a threat. This is in your head, of course. That's more of we're more ourselves than we've ever been, which could be very bad for them.
The allergies, and we don't have any of the shut-off meds, do we?
All on my own. It's little and broken. But still good. Yeah. Still.
You're having too much fun with the soundboard. But yeah, so Rose Red says, I don't think there's any way I can rein it in.
No.
So this would be like dumping them in a patch of poison ivy and expecting them not to itch.
Great. So we're going to remain split up for right now because last I knew, Seattle is mostly underwater at the moment.
It's very flooded from what I understand from the news reports.
Oh, Sweet Tea! Sweet Tea sent us a Sweet Tea special.
Also, why is there a blizzard outside of my house?
And Rose Red's like, I don't know. Something is violating the rights of domain and changing the weather against my will.
Oh, no, there's rules about that.
I can't tell what's doing it. I just know something is.
Dor's gonna hand Fia a plate and say nothing. Because maybe if Fia tries some food,
Fia will get mellow.
I know they ate Samuel Haight, but like maybe if he has a little snack that's like, you know, Emers's cooking is good, Val's cooking is good, you know, maybe a little snack, maybe they're snacky.
Oh, yeah, Basalt is taking.
They need a Snickers bar.
Yeah, Basalt is taking a nap.
Wow, I didn't realize that Basalt's nickname was Snickers. That's amazing. Here's everyone's reminder that Dinner and a Game is an 18 plus stream. If you're not 18, then you're
Oh my god. Okay. Try and rein these cats in. Okay, so cat wrangling. Jumping back over to Emery's and Bay. So Bay, as you're sitting there at the table in Pandora's apartment, there is a shimmering white light line that just appears in the air, and then it parts, and Emery's steps out, and it almost like it seems like it snaps shut behind him. Emery's, as you come through this, you get really get the effect of stepping into reality. You've crossed over from horizon planes before. You know that weight of reality just hits like a brick. This time, it is very much like the first time after you awakened and then you felt the weight of reality on you. It's that level. And it's also coming very directly from the chair right across from Bay.
Well, this isn't something I've felt since I was a teenager.
And you hear a voice.
Bay sneezes.
You hear a voice say,
"Oh shit! I'm sorry."
Welcome.
Well, it's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Time. It's an
Time.
illusion.
Lunchtime, doubly so.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I
Yeah.
never do lunch.
Never-
So.
I'm almost never allowed to eat lunch, so I always assume that it's an illusion.
There you go. Emery.
So hi,
Hello.
you're here.
Yes. There is something happening that you all know about already that you're working to resolve. And I do believe that you're working to the consolidation side.
Yeah, we're not trying to kill anyone.
Well, technically, you're trying to kill everyone else, but that's not the point.
Well,
What?
I don't want to kill everyone else either.
Well, yeah, but
Wait.
if you do either way, everyone in one place dies, or everyone in all the other place dies.
Well, we're trying to figure out how to make it so that no one dies.
Emrys,
That's
what?
the hope.
I am a disembodied construct of the
Reality is in-
universe, and I don't know how to do that.
Reality's unraveling, and we
No.
were given
I know
kind
that
of
part.
the. You ever hear of the parable of the fool's choice?
Emrys, I know the big details. What is this about? You guys are already making a choice to unravel realities and sacrifice lives.
Well, no. We were given those options, and we are deciding, fuck those options, and we're going to figure out how to save everybody.
Okay. Making sure. I just woke up.
They did. They just got out of the shower. I made them coffee.
They sneezes again.
Actually, the nothing doesn't set off any of your allergies. It's only the spell.
It's just Emrys.
Sorry.
It's so bad coming
And so
through.
the nothing kind of like you hear tapping on the surface of the table, and if you're leaning, you've got like an elbow on the table, like that, you can feel someone just drumming their fingers on the table. And as you say, I need you to give me just 5 minutes, Emery.
Okay.
So, and he kind of goes over what he went over with Bay a few moments ago, and explains the concept of what the nothing was in the focus of the entire balance of the multiverse. That since everything is spawned from nothing, as long as there is the knowledge and understanding that there is nothing, then everything else can still exist. Because that's the one thing in the universe that makes no sense. How can everything come from nothing? It's the one inconsistency of logic that allows the universes to exist. The nothing has been given form.
Right.
The tiny little point that all the multiverses balance on is gone.
Gone. And I take it you don't want to be nothing again.
I mean, no.
So, I guess my first question would be, how possible is it to just create another nothing?
How possible is it?
Yeah.
It is possible to create another nothing. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. It is possible for there to
Be more nothing.
because it doesn't exist, so it's really hard to talk about. I understand.
That's
why you
fair.
all- I
It's
understand
fair.
where you all were so frustrated with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There, it can be reset if, and this is going to be even worse than explaining me, if we can go back before the events happened a significant amount of time to where
Mhm.
where the universe's concepts were a little more fluid, where there wasn't as much static knowledge. Enough, it
The
can't go too far
pre-Renaissance.
back because we have to have the concepts that exist. But it has to be far enough back that there's still this very strong bend of not logic.
So, just spitballing here. So, like, just before the Renaissance.
That would be one. I mean, technically, people would call the moon landing another, but it's really mired in a lot of tech, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah, it doesn't really count because there's so much understanding. But yeah. I would say probably the safest bet would be the Renaissance because that's when we, as humanity, really began to focus and into our understanding and start understanding things. And start really putting an effort into the hard sciences and hard magics. So that makes sense to me.
So I think that the best thing that we can do for this is look to that. And I think the only thing that we need to do out of that is find enough instances of that non-logic to utilize as a platform. I'm being very hypothetical, I'm sorry. And
no, it's fine.
Find something with which to rebalance the multiverse on that is the nearest thing to nothing, which is nonsense.
Why don't we just go back to whenever Fia was still the captain of the ship before the time thing happened with Mab in the ship?
The time things that Mab did seemed to be incidental to something that was set in motion to get everyone here.
Yeah,
so
that sounds about right.
They're not tangentially related, and they're related more to this timeline than they are to the previous.
Basically, Mab set this whole thing in motion, whether she meant to or not.
Faye, go ahead.
That's fine. I mean, but that time period. Because
that's too
if
much,
we take...
Yeah, that's too much fantasy. The world was flat, everything like that. We're looking for something with more.
I'm sorry. Hold the fuck up.
Yes.
You were just talking about the Renaissance.
The Renaissance?
Mm-hmm. And that was fine.
About the 1700s.
No. I know. He was getting to that.
Okay.
Yeah. No. He's not.
Hold on.
No. I understand.
Hold on,
okay.
Ray.
Lore correction. There are no changeling in the Renaissance, so if Rose goes back there, it will be a reality breaking.
Yep.
There we go.
So Faye just basically explains that their idea is that if we basically go back to whenever Fia was around, or around an era that Fia would know, we could also use Fia as a guiding point, because who better would know where all the weird shit is in a time period than someone who was part of the weird shit in that time period. I mean, Fia himself has entire myths about him being a lost prince or something. So we can definitely try. I get where you're coming from in the whole theory craft of this. But you're overlooking one important detail that has been forced upon us. Mab put a lot of this in motion already. And apparently they chose a point in time for this to happen.
So what are you saying? That we go back and we stop Mab?
No.
Do we have to go back and talk to Mab and get the time point?
I think we know what the time point was. I think that we have to go back and fulfill the roles that we're meant to have in that.
I'm just here. I don't think I have a role. Like
Trust me, all of you have roles.
Okay.
Human.
What is that role? What role are you seeing for us?
You're the one who places the pin that the multiverse is balanced on.
The other sword.
And a contract written by the Fae. And a contract bound by just about every single supernatural being that exists in this reality, in that current version of this reality, and barring anything crazy, 3 mortals.
Which brings us to one of the results that we did not want to undertake, which is that, using the souls of people who are alive, and that's not something we want to do. Don't want to kill anyone to make this happen.
Wait, no.
There are people in the box in the observatory. There are people in there.
Okay.
And kind of the whole thing is there are 3 more mortal people that need to be, or 3 more souls that need to be placed in this box in order to avert this insanity.
I volunteer. You only need 2.
No, not going to happen.
I love how everyone is like, no.
Not going.
I knew it was coming too. I was just waiting.
Remember what my creed is, besties.
So there is a cough from the chair, and it says, "I'm afraid, Bay, with everything you've gone through, you might not count."
It was worth a shot.
I'm more than willing to let you try, but we're probably only going to get 1 shot at this, and we need to make sure that we know what we're doing.
Not sacrificing anyone.
The point is, it's not your choice. Everyone who went into that box had to do so willingly. The reason that there are not 3 mortal souls in that box is because the one thing that not having an avatar gives you is the freedom to move on when you end. It's that transition, that ability of the mortal soul to move from this whole band of reality into something else that allows the magic to work. The souls in their transcendence carry the magic that we bind to all the other multiverses.
And why don't we just use spirits?
Because spirits can't sacrifice. Spirits have roles to play. If we get a spirit that was willing to sacrifice itself to do this, it's not free will.
If the spirit has a will and a consciousness of its own and chooses.
Oh, you're talking about like the undead, the ones across the belt, the race.
Ghosts?
The race.
Sure.
Real too. Okay.
Okay, they're dead and confined in the hells of their own making. Souls that are in balance enough when they end move on to something else. They don't stick around. Anything that sticks around is either bound by rules that say it has to, or is so fucked up that it's doing it anyway. Until hopefully it makes its way back out.
Theodore.
Thank you for using my name.
Of course. I made a promise. And I made a promise. I would do everything I can to fix this without sacrificing anyone.
I keep on telling you, you're not going to sacrifice anything.
You are asking me to talk someone into making a sacrifice.
I don't think anyone can.
They just raises their hand.
Shut up, Ben.
Ray, I meant, I
Shut
don't
up.
think anyone who is coerced, manipulated into doing this will work. It has to be a conscious decision. They have to understand what they're giving up and still be willing to do it.
And that is still a sacrifice.
Of the individual, not of you. And you're not going to be able to force them to do it.
You're right, because I refuse to force anyone to do anything like that.
Force them, then it would ruin the entire process.
Emrys, do you remember the promise you made to me about basically our ideals aligning?
Yeah?
And basically the consequences of the supernatural creating more hunters because we're seen as cannon fodder, we're expendable, or something to traipse upon.
Yeah?
And you agreed that that's wrong.
I do agree that that's wrong.
Yes.
Would this not be a reason for that? Like, would and Emrys is just like backs away from the table and goes to like lean against a wall.
They
maybe
gets up from their seat and then goes to Emrys and takes his hands and basically just puts him in their chair. And goes behind Emrys and just puts both hands on the back of their shoulders and just starts rubbing like on the back of the neck. And it's just like, breathe.
Emrys,
Theodore.
why don't we let everyone express themselves?
I think that's a good idea.
If you would let them know they can meet us here or somewhere else. If I go to the place that they're in now, I could negate.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
The oddest thing about nothing is that it's a literal functional part of reality. Therefore, it is the most real that there can be.
Which explains why I felt the way I did when I awakened when I came here.
You were in presence of the most real thing there is.
Yeah.
You're talking about the place I think you're talking about. I'd rather not go back because I think I'm deathly allergic to all of it.
I think the idea is to have everyone come here. I think that's a good idea.
I can't.
Dude,
I would just have to.
Yeah, I can't help, unfortunately.
That's all right.
I can leave momentarily to allow you to use your magics without my resistance.
do need to mention something to you real quick that I would like to just say between us and also Theo, since he's already here. What are your pronouns? Do you have pronouns?
You're talking to Theo?
Yes.
That is a good question.
I would be comfortable with they, them, probably are the best ones to go with.
Okay, since they're here, Theo can be knowing of this. I don't really care. I saw Holly today.
Holly's okay.
Holly's busy.
And what is Holly busy doing?
Holly thinks.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue. I saw Holly today. I do need a favor from you. I need you to go to a coffee shop with me and meet somebody to fulfill a bargain. They just want to have a conversation with you.
It seems to be going around a lot these days.
I think he's some kind of demon. He was very nice, though.
You made a bargain with a demon,
For information.
and I
No.
am part of the bargain.
He just wanted to meet you and facilitate a conversation.
Will this fulfill the bargain?
Yes.
Will you no longer be in this demon's debt if I do this?
For that bargain, yes.
Do you have another bargain with this demon?
I'm
That's
not
not
telling
this
you about that one. It's not signed, sealed, delivered. So don't worry about it. We have other pressing things to worry about. But
You have so many pressing things to worry about.
exactly.
Okay.
It's at the bottom of the list. But that's not what I need you to keep between us, because I don't care if other people know as long as they're nice to him, because he was not mean to me. He also didn't try to kill me or threaten me. But
That's very nice.
Holly is looking into a way that possibly that I could accept Holly into me as my avatar, but still keep a connection with Apollo.
That
That's a
would
thing.
be a thing.
Yeah. Holly is also very volatile at times. Holly's not in Holly's right mind. Holly's still getting used to having emotions. So if Holly shows up and is angry for some kind of reason, Holly is only trying to protect me.
Okay.
So
Noted.
I need you to protect Holly from everyone else.
I will do my utmost.
Do you promise me?
You have my word on my power.
Okay. Anyways, I still volunteer to go into the box. The box sounds
No.
peaceful.
No.
You hear a voice say, all right, that's one thing you all can talk about. I'm going to leave.
Okay.
I will wait until I can. I know that they're here, and then I'll come back.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna also step out.
Probably a good idea. I don't want to activate your allergy.
I'm gonna just. Bay just picks up the coffee cup, picks up Theo's coffee cup. He's like, Theo, do you want to join me on the patio?
I need to move farther away than that.
Probably.
Where are you
yeah.
going? I'm just going downstairs.
I think I'm going to get some actual Colombian coffee in Colombia.
Have fun. Or Bay just pours the rest of Theo's coffee into their cup, and they leave the entire apartment.
Gotcha. So, Emery's, how do you intend to do this? You feel almost the moment the bay goes out the door, you feel the presence of whatever was here just gone.
Emrys takes a breath, reaches in for his phone, sends a text to Rose. Hey, I need to hop back over to your place. Is that okay? Parentheses, sorry I didn't ask before about using magic in your place. It seemed very important, and it in fact was, and I'll explain about that when I get there. In parentheses.
Of course, it's the wrong emoji. It's a little cat emoji. She tried to put the thumbs up, but it's a little cat emoji. As always, the incorrect emoji.
In parentheses, I don't know what that means, Rose. The cat.
I try to immediately. I try to send a thumbs up.
Oh. You need to buy you one of those emojis packs to put into your phone. But and then he does the spell.
All right. When Emery's gets back, how much are you going to explain everything that just happened to everyone there?
Oh, yes, and that the nothing wants to talk to them all about it. Oh, also, the nothing goes by Theodore now. Apparently, only Bay has the right to call him Theo, or them Theo.
I should have the right to call it whatever I want. It killed me.
That's something that you can take up with them.
The what?
Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Also, like right now, I haven't recovered enough to go back out where there's a bunch of banality right now.
They have stepped out under the impression that we would be back shortly. Is there a piece of balefire that you can bring with you? Is that a thing that's possible at all?
You could actually bring something chimerical that you could utilize as actual glamour if you needed it.
I'm going to have to go to look into making you some kind of magical device that you can use to hold.
I mean, she can take anything that's chimerical with her, but it has to be enchanted with enough glamour to withstand the banality and have glamour left over for her to draw out of it.
Yeah, Rose is just sitting there thinking about it. She's like, this is when I wish Brisket was still around because he used to steal that shit for me.
We also need to balance Rose and Bay.
Bay's outside of the apartment right now.
Is Bay going to stay outside the apartment for this entire conversation that they need to be a part of?
Probably not, no.
There's just like the storm sound.
I was literally about to ask, is Fia even a fraction less wound than they were before?
The food was probably set down.
Yes,
Like it was a bite taken. It's
and Emrys just looks drained and exhausted at this point. Having even like, despite the fact that he just had like a good sleep, like he's just like, he looks gutted. And it's like
Val comes over to you and just like puts her arm through yours.
And he kind of wraps his arm around hers as well. And
Diamond, you won.
You won.
You won.
All right then.
Before I gotta actually bounce, Rose is gonna make a comment of like, we can just put me on speakerphone so Bay doesn't get set off.
That is one way to do that. Yes.
Aiden says, do you have some more shots of the antihistamine stuff that I made? I mean, they get a little bit high on it, but...
She looks at Aiden. I need to recover and I need to sleep. I have not slept since that ogre attacked us in our home.
Understood.
Okay, so we'll do the speakerphone thing. And whoever wants to come back with me, you're welcome to do so. I'm going to go back.
Val says, I'll go.
And here.
I'm going.
I'm so tired.
Val says, I can do it. And Aiden says, I can open up a way too.
No, not like physically tired, like emotionally.
It's soul tired.
I'm the one asking, so I will do it.
Before you enact the spell, this is a good place. Oh, go ahead.
There is a moment where Fia holds up the hand, and Fia is in enough of a bitchy, blunt mood that this is not flying. Fia goes, that's not how this is going to work. Someone else who is not as exhausted, whether that's physically or mentally, is going to do it. Because you don't have to take every single responsibility onto your shoulders just because you suggest something that's good for everybody. Is that clear?
Emrys raises an eyebrow as you start talking, and then just this ridiculous grin spreads across their face. Thank you, Captain. And then we'll put a hand on your shoulder. Please learn to take your own advice sometime. And then we'll just sit back. Whoever wants to make the way, go for it.
Mild thunder in a bed.
Oh, we're gonna drown all of Seattle. Fuck.
But there is like a little bit of a smile. He is super fucking irritated, but does crack a bit of a smile and goes, "That's right. Your crew now. My crew. I take care of my crew. My crew takes care of my crew.
And your crew takes care of you."
They do try. Speaking of, and then the last thing he is gonna do is going to go find Basalt to also drag along this excursion.
Gotcha. He's just sleeping in one of the guest rooms upstairs, so it's pretty easy to find him because he snores really loud.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a good place to wrap. M's got to head out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and let M take off because they had a hard cut. So I'm going to let Starshard Stories let you know where you can find their content on the massive interwebs, and then they can take off. So because they have things they have to do. So
hi, I'm Starshare Stories, or Starshare Story on most corners of the internet. On Mondays, you can find me on the Starfield at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, where I run the Guardians of Neptune's Cairn, which is a Werewolf, the current edition Apocalypse Chronicle, or Dice Pack Night, where we run a one-page TTRPG. On Tuesdays, you can find me here. On soon-to-be Thursdays, we'll be running Mask and New Generation on the Starfield at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Fridays, eventually, we'll be running Basin on the Starfield at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can find me on Dicey Tables Podcast. That is all. Good night.
Good night.
Hi.
Go ahead and take off. We'll see you later. Oops. Oh.
Ah!
What the heck?
We're everywhere.
I'll just fix this one. My 5-camera main got messed up somewhere along the way. So, thank you all very much for sticking around this long, everyone. We know we're running a little bit later than normal, but we had a wonderful time playing, and we hope you had a wonderful time watching. What we're going to do now is I'm going to let the rest of these lovely people tell you where you can find them on the mighty interwebs. And then after we do that, on all of our other social medias, we're going to go ahead and say goodnight. Hope you have a great day tomorrow, and hope that you have a great week all together in general. And we're going to go ahead and take off and say good evening. But on our I'm really messing up. On our Twitch, we are going to go ahead and raid out, which means we're going to take our audience, jump into someone else's stream, tell them how much we appreciate them making content, refresh your camera when you get there, because the reason we do this is to help our community, and the way we help our community most is by growing it and growing other people's followings as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them a like if you have not liked them and you enjoy their content. And if you can, so say thank you for actually doing it. Refresh your screen, reload the page so that they can have a clear view, because raids actually don't count as all those viewers. They count as one view. So do your best to help other people out. We always try and do so here at Dinner and a Game. And let me go ahead and say goodnight to, first off, we will go with Selkie Cove. Where can we be found on the mighty interwebs?
Hello, I am Selkie Cove. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Selkie Cove. Oh boy. Okay. My head is not on straight at the moment. No part of me is straight. We're having a time.
No, your head's on gay.
My head is on very gay. Here, hopefully this week I will actually be releasing my full updated schedule. So you'll be able to find everywhere I'm going to be on that. So check for that on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Blue Sky. So I'm not going to go into like my full stream schedule at the moment. But you can find me on a few games here on Dinner and a Game. I miss playing Calyx. I was about to die. Let me die. You can find me in a new game that just started up on Saturday. That's not running this Saturday, but it is running next Saturday here on Dinner and a Game. It is phenomenal. You should go watch the first session of that just happened, Art of Resistance. That's the only one that I'll really plug at the moment because it's new. And then, other than that, you'll be able to find me in a few spoopy published magazines as a model here next month, which I'm super excited for. I'm also doing photo shoots every single week of next month. So keep an eye out for that. There's 3 projects that I actually cannot talk about that I am starting and or wrapping up this month that I will probably talk about next month. They're stressing me out in the best way possible. There's also the Everbright Archive, which I am so excited for. I can finally start devoting more attention to. Which the wonderful Sphinx Akasha and the Radiant Madness Diamond are both also a part of. I'm gonna let one of them talk about it because they talk about it so much better than I do. Like, their spiel is angelic. And other things. You'll be able to find me at PAX Unplugged this year. I will be running some games for Gehenna Gaming, which I am so stoked for. If you want to play Alice is Missing at a table with me, you can do that at PAX this year, like some wonderful folks in here have in the past, and will be for a sequel here soon. So keep an eye out for that. And then if you are running panels and such at PAX and you want another panelist, I'm going to be working the con. So hit me up. I have the list of things that I can do literally pinned on my Twitter. So go view that. The other thing, final thing that I'll plug here, I'm sorry I'm taking so long, is I am pagan. But more than that, I'm an ordained minister. And lastly, I offer services in that regard. So I have assisted in weddings thus far, but I can legally host, run,
officiate.
Yeah, I can legally officiate weddings. And I have been actually tutoring under my priestess for that. I can do funerals, which I also have practice with. Technically, I can do exorcisms as well. I'd be down. And then I offer tarot readings as well. So if you email me for any of that, I can get you prices and bookings and all of that. But yeah, I'm done. That took a long time.
No problem. Thank you so much, Cove. Next, we're going to go over to, let's go to actually Milagros. Milagros, where can people find you on the Mesa Veterans?
Hello, I am Milagros. I go by Fountain Pen Femme on pretty much everything where I'm active. Everything's linked to my link tree. And I can consistently be found here on Dinner and a Game Tuesday nights playing Pandora, who's definitely going to go into emotional support dog mode in like 2 minutes. And in our Wednesday night game, Kingdoms of Mist, which is our homebrew D&D campaign, where I play Utopia Aster Okal, our paladin, who's currently trying to save her girlfriend from something super duper evil. So tune in tomorrow to see how the fuck that goes. Not even gonna say anything because I'm scared of bad luck. So
yeah, we're kind of in the middle of that.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
we're in the middle.
You guys haven't even rolled initiative yet.
We haven't,
yeah.
but like we're like right there.
We're coming
so.
right back into.
Oh
the fight
god.
with the legendary monster.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And next, we're going to go around and say hello to Sphinx Akasha. Sphinx, where can people find you?
Well, hello. I am Sphinx Akasha, the current champion of bards. Hopefully, hopefully I keep that title. We'll see. You can find me just about everywhere on the internet at Sphinx Akasha. Of course, you can find me Tuesdays and Wednesdays right here on Dinner and a Game. On Wednesdays, you've seen what we do on Tuesdays, but on Wednesdays you can find us here playing Kingdoms of Mist, where I play Wallenstein Okal, the adopted dad of Utopia, and the Kalishtar bard / sorcerer who used to be 3 souls for the price of 2. But apparently, our quarry has been giving therapy to the third soul, and the third soul reintegrated with the main soul. So now we're just two old souls again, getting ready to rescue Utopia's girlfriend, and fight some demons and devils and stuff. It's gonna be great. On Saturdays, you can find me with ADHD Adventures as we swap back and forth between Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel, who is the ASMR necromancer, and also Acton King of the New Wakandish Federation. So think Wakanda, dragons instead of panthers. It's a great time as we're trying to basically fight back against the patriarchy, and Raziel is trying to help rebuild his country that has been ravaged by war. And we swap between that and Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where I play Xanathras Illyricid, or Zan, to his friends, who is a former BBEG who's taken a paladin oath of the Watcher, and is also a aberrant mind sorcerer, who is trying to basically punch Nazis for a living now. We punch Nazis in this house. On Sundays, you can find me playing in The Tale That Never Was on ADHD Adventures, which is a kind of time travel dimension hopping campaign where I play Iodeji Sidra Nyota, or Io to his friends, a Kalashtar aberrant mind sorcerer who's my answer to the question, what if you took Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, made him a Kalashtar, and made Calcifer his quarry? You'd get this very, very traumatized young man who has been through war. He's a former soldier, and is just trying to do his best. The premise of this game is that we're going through each other's backstories as we time travel to figure out how our stories relate to the great game between an evil primordial and a god of cosmic balance. We are currently in my quarry's past, Sidra's past, as we are bearing witness to their homeworld about to be destroyed and devoured by the spider that spans the galaxies. It's going to be traumatic. It's going to be fun. Holy moly, we're afraid. But we've been Kingdom Hearts into these like very starry looking people. So that's fun. And you will also be able to find later on in the year, we will be premiering the first episode probably in mid-December of my new project, which Selkie spoke of, the Everbright Archive, which is a TTRPG actual play anthology podcast series where all of us at the table take turns being storyteller, which is my term for dungeon master in this whole thing, where we each tell an original story, excuse me, using a different setting and a different TTRPG system. And Selkie Cove and Diamond, who are fantastic, are both a part of this inaugural table, along with Bardic Sweet Tea and Brynirsa. And it's going to be a great time. We've been plotting and planning and scheming for this. We go into like full-on production in October, and it's going to be amazing. So please stay tuned to all of the socials for that. If you click on my beacons, you'll actually get a link to the Ko-Fi, which you can help us support the show and help us keep things running and keep the lights on, because we want to be doing this as much and as often as possible. So yeah, Selkie, you have the nose goes.
Something I want to add to that real quick, especially with the Ko-Fi being mentioned, is with like outside of just the anthology series, which I'm so excited for. I'm gonna gobble that shit up, even though I'm part of it. There's gonna be other things offered as well, so keep an eye out for those.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, thank you. Because I always forget to mention that.
Thank you guys so much. Finally, We have the Keeper of Spines, the person who keeps Dag going in the right direction because we don't have a map, Diamond.
Oh, yeah. I'm Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now, you can call me Diamond. I'm a TTRPG actual play performer. I'm now a producer of actual plays. I am the keeper of schedules and spines over here at Dinner and a Game as their administrative coordinator. On Mondays, you can find me over on the Starfield playing Guardians of Neptune's Cairn with the lovely Star Stories as our storyteller. I play Soiree, the Ragabash Silverfang, with the concept of heavy as the crown. We are currently in the Umbra. Do not drink the Umbra water. That's all I'm giving you for that. If you want to know more, go watch last episode. Don't drink the Umbra water. Don't do it. But on Tuesdays, you can find me here on Dinner and a Game playing your lovely Bay, the very human hunter who is just gay with the death wish. Why anybody was surprised that Bay was going to offer themself up as a sacrifice, I do not know.
Gay with
I
the
love
Death
you
Wish
too.
is my New The Darkness cover band.
Not surprised,
literally.
still disappointed.
But yeah, so I play Bay, who is a human hunter with the Martyr Creed with the primary virtue of mercy. And then if we get back to playing Crawfish to the Bitter End, I play Shuri Darcy, the Chosen playbook, who all this poor Chosen wants to do is kiss one specific vampire. And I guess save the world. That's a bonus.
The feeling's mutual.
We definitely got to get back to that one. Also, we have a hydrate, last hydrate from Tales Archive. Thank you.
Yeah.
very much, Tales.
Fine, Alec. I'll hydrate.
So,
But
go ahead.
on Thursdays, you can find me over on Fathoms Below, which is our completely underwater 5e campaign on the World Tree Quests, where I am also their community manager for the cast side of things, where I play Melusine Vestra, the Battlemaster Barbarian who is Path of the Ancestral Guardian. Just going through it. Where the lovely and ominous Selkie Cove joins me over there playing Echo, who is a lot. But we do that on Thursdays. And then I'm also the lead producer over on House of Dreams, which is going to be doing the Rose Court project, which is going to be a charity project of a West Marches style Thirsty Sword Lesbians game, which we are still in pre-production for, that is going to benefit PCRF. So keep an eye on my socials when that eventually does come out. We're possibly looking at pushing this back a little bit for project-wise, just for scheduling. But it will come out eventually, and I will not shut up about it until it's done. But as far as the Everwrite archive goes, if you follow me on my socials, mainly my TikTok, you will see me in cosplay as my character for the Everwrite archives, my little Bartsona menace to mainly Sphinx. Jemmy Horde, who is a Manticore, who is also the champion of knowledge and secrets, who kind of has an issue of why they can no longer perceive a very specific bard because they also took on a specific title. So, but if you want to follow me on all my socials, or if you want to maybe see if I can help you find a table or help you find a place to run a table, get at me in my DMs, or if you need a project with a little bit of sparkle to it, DM me on any of my socials. I'm at Madness Simon on all social medias that I know about and or care about. Okay, I am done.
Gotcha. And if you guys could do me one favor in the audience, go through these people's socials, find and give them a follow on something, anything, all things. Everyone here is a creative in some way, shape, or form, as I just described to you. But the biggest boost you can give to any creative is taking that few moments of extra time to go ahead and like or follow.
1, 2, 3.
That went off early.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sphinx. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God.
And it was Milagros' birthday. So.
Happy birthday! You're old now.
Did you actually do that by accident? Then it was fate. It was fate. That's all I'm going to say about it. But yes, go give them a follow if you can, especially Milagros because they just had a birthday. So do what you can to help creators out. Like we were saying when we were talking about the raid, we do everything to try and help our community out that we can, and that includes giving likes and follows to people who stuff we like because it just encourages them to keep making more. So right now, like I said, we're going to go raid out on Twitch, and we're going to go and say goodnight to you on all the other social medias. The last thing I want to say to you tonight is, remember, during the game, I always save you a seat at the table, but we need you to take care of yourself so you can join us at that table, which means you need to social distance where you can, wear a mask when you can, and we need you to be careful because almost all of us went to Gen Con, almost all of us got COVID. It is the thing, it's out there, and the only way you can take care of yourself is to by making sure that you are trying to actually take care of yourself. Drink your water, take your meds. We love you all very much. Hang out for a couple seconds on Twitch while we find someone to raid. Everywhere else, we love you so much and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.
My thing was the wrong screen.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to get a level. And we roll. Forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to get a level. And we roll. And dad joke or innuendo, probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. Oh,